me on. John, can you say something?
Hello.
Perfect. The audio is working. Do you hear something now, Pokey Girl? There we go. Perfect. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the
Hello.
podcast. We're back. Less people this time because, you know, people have lives outside of this. Um,
Yep.
so it's just going to be me and John this week. So it might be a little bit shorter. Thank you for the host, Pokey Girl. Um,
Thanks, Poke Girl.
so yeah. Do you want to talk about what we were talking about just before we started? Is there something you wanted to talk?
No, not. I mean, that's just personal. I won't like go into that. But what were you gonna say? You gonna say something else, or before
Uh,
we start?
I
What we
was
did there?
I was basically just gonna go straight into our weeks. Uh,
All right. Then we go to that.
you can start.
All right. I didn't do too much these past week. I guess besides getting back into streaming. What was it? It was Wednesday. Yep.
Wednesday,
Oh, no, it was
yes.
Thursday. It was Wednesday or Thursday, I think.
I think. Wait, was it Thursday or Tuesday?
No, Thursday, definitely. Three
Because
days
it
ago.
wasn't Wednesday because that was my birthday and I didn't watch you stream.
No, wait, yeah, because not a lot of people didn't stream on Wednesday,
Yeah, so
and
so it had to be
uh,
either Tuesday or Thursday, which I think it might have been Thursday.
yep, Thursday. Streamed just Fall Guys, only because I just wanted to chill out and just update people on certain things.
Hmm.
On that, changing my stream schedule probably will be Sunday, Monday. Not sure about Tuesday yet. Wednesday, Thursday. And Wednesday and Thursday. Usually, because now I'm doing DoorDash on the side. That's the other thing.
How's that?
I guess my
How's that going?
it's not too bad. It's been mostly hits and some misses. Like I think I mentioned. I'm not sure if I mentioned last podcast, but basically I would get like a deliver. I've been having a bad habit where I'll grab a delivery and they don't see how far it is, and then it's like, oh crap, it's actually 20 to 30 minutes away.
Hmm.
Why would this person order this? But then I also found out apparently DoorDash will sometimes assign someone, like they won't always assign the closest thing to that person's house, which is why sometimes people will get, you'll get far deliveries. Yeah, but yeah, there was one time I went to the one time in particular. I went to these two, like the same apartment. It's on a hill. It's on this hill, and there's no labels to like where the like which apartment is which. Like like there's no like where there's signs like, hey, these are where apartments 1 through 5 are at, or 5 through 6. You know what I mean? There's
Hmm.
no like, but no, there's nothing. I have to like look. I have to go down roads and like kind of look, and no one ever gives you good directions. Like, hey, yeah, my apartment's down the street.
Yeah, I remember those days of delivering to apartments and not getting the correct number or anything, or they
Yeah,
or they were like a number that was like in the middle of the complex in a certain part of the building, but you couldn't see the number. So like it's like one building 1C, but you can't see which one's 1C because 1C only has the one letter, the number on like one corner of the building, and the building is like a
yeah.
complex. It's fuck those days.
Yeah. So, and then there's also that where fucking those days where like when it gets night, I've learned that buildings don't have like a really they have very bad lighting where the
Mm-hmm.
building number is displayed.
Mm-hmm.
So, like in particular, like I think yesterday, I was my last delivery. This was going to be my last delivery because there was nowhere. I literally could not find. I was like running out of time trying to find this place because I had to go to work right afterwards. Um, I was like, where the heck is it? And then I had to realize the garage. So sometimes the garage will have a number that will like correspond with the building, like garage 6-B. So that
Mm-hmm.
must be in building 6. Like it is that with some buildings, not always the case with all buildings. Like for example, my apartment has garages, but they're not labeled. I don't. When I looked at, they don't have like labels connected to that particular building. But luckily, this one was. So I was like, I just followed all the garages that like had numbers. But again, better directions, people, please, please. It'll be helpful, please.
Would really
Come
help
on.
a lot.
I'm trying to get your food. That way you don't complain to me like, hey, you came late. I'm starving. Blah blah. Funny enough, that person I delivered to, their welcome now is go away.
Yeah, it's always fun.
So I could tell that my person I was delivering to was probably a shut-in. But most of the week's been pretty decent at most. Like tips have been pretty decent. Well, I think yesterday in particular, everyone at least tipped me instead of just DoorDash paying me on top of everything. So people
Mm-hmm.
weren't like assholes. This one lady I think tipped me, I think the best, like $6 on top of everything. and then DoorDash I think made it out to be like $14 because of the meal she ordered. But she like at least she lived in a nice house, so I was like, at least I knew this lady at least had some sort of like manners. There's other, but it's the one the hill that I told you about, the one the fucking rocky hill. The guy I because you can see at the end someone will tip you, and then that guy didn't tip me, so I was really upset about that.
Yeah, I always make a habit of always tipping 20% on all deliveries, which is from when my mom used to wait, and when I was a waiter, obviously, slash cook, slash everything, delivery boy. Tip your drivers well, 20% at the bare minimum, like general, like it's regardless of what happens. Like most of the time, it's out of their control. They try their best because that's the service industry. Tip your fucking waiters. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. Don't because remember, these are all same people delivering your food and also handling your food, because they could easily just spinning your food or
steal your food. I've had food where it just there was missing items, and I have no idea if they forgot or if they just took it.
Yeah, there was one time I ordered food recently. I ordered another one like a drink, and they didn't come with a drink, but they actually replaced it with other items. Like, oh, cool, that's actually very nice.
But it's like, what happened to the drink?
Yeah, I know what happened to drink. that was the only thing that was like because I know the delivery guy didn't take it, because like I saw the receipt, like they replaced the drink with another food item. It's like, okay, well, that's fine. I guess I didn't want more drink anyway. That's okay. Not a big deal. But yeah, like I said, having worked in customer service plenty of times before, even like Spectrum, for example, it's always better to treat people nicely as best as possible, because you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. Yeah, God, I've read the DoorDash Reddit. It's been very interesting reading the stories I've read, and oh boy.
About like people who deliver, or the people that are being delivered to.
There's some stories of people where people delivered, and then there's some stories like people who've like gotten deliveries from DoorDash, and people who've gotten stories from that people do deliver. There's one particular I remember where the guy, I guess the person was told like, hey, leave the food at the door, and the guy, as he's delivering it, he sees the guy that's outside, like that has the hey, oh, here's your food, you give it to the person, so you give it to, because he sees the person that's already getting, hey, are you the person that's supposed to deliver it to? Already outside literally outside their door, and the guy's like, no, I told you leave it out my door, and it's like, and then the DoorDasher drops the food on the floor and leaves. I was like, oh my god, it's amazing. It's such a
Jesus Christ.
I just found it so funny because, like, as he said, like, because like the customer's being a piece of crap. It's like, god damn, that's some like.
I mean, he's being a little like annoying, but you don't just drop the fucking food on the floor. Like,
I gotta go. I'm missing some parts of it, but it was like the customer's like apparently very rude, and which is why he dropped the food on the floor and walked away.
Jeez.
There's a lot more to it than what I'm letting off. That's basically the gist of it. God damn, it was like, god damn, that's a.
Ballsy. I mean,
that is pretty ballsy. I mean, DoorDash takes us seriously. Also, another thing that kept being annoying in DoorDash was there's a Chipotle near my place. There's like two of them. So there's one that doesn't show up on the GPS. It's been happening where my phone will take me to a place that's actually not there, and it's like, what's going on here? So I would take orders, and so like the Chipotle doesn't exist on maps because apparently I can't find it.
It's like what maps do you use? Google Maps or the?
Yeah, I use Google Maps, but I also use a DoorDash app. But sometimes the DoorDash app like maps would like kind of be screwy sometimes. That being the real reason why I sometimes don't always rely on it, because it's happened a couple times where I had to go to particularly it's always been Chipotle. I don't know what it is. I guess the Chipotle either moved at one point or was not properly put onto the system or something like that. It wasn't implemented properly,
or might have been a ghost kitchen Chipotle too.
Yeah, it could be that. It could also be that, but it would happen. It would literally be happen. It'd always be fucking Chipotle. I would have like, hey, yeah, I would tell DoorDash support like, yeah, I'm trying to get rid of this ride, because at one time the app has an issue of being glitchy. I've had to uninstall the app at one time while I'm picking up a food and reinstall it, and then take forever to reinstall, and then suddenly it works again. Like, I would close it out, force stop it, it would take forever to, like, they were not kidding off Reddit, where the DoorDasher app is, like, will be your worst enemy at the time. So, yeah, so it has happened where, like I said, it could be, like I said, Ghost Kitchen, or someone just didn't implement it properly on the map, which doesn't seem possible. Or it could just be like it not be the right Chipotle. I don't know. Or it could have been moved because like sometimes restaurants do close down. It happens.
Yeah.
But it just seems very weird that it's happened like
There's
at
al-
least 3 times.
there's also like the fact that like DoorDash will not update like the fact
Yeah.
that a restaurant has moved or moved out, and then
There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, they haven't updated their system where DoorDash should move.
it's like, well,
Oh.
fuck, I wanted that Chipotle, but that Chipotle's not there because the Dasher goes and it doesn't exist. So where's my fucking money, DoorDash?
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
Oh god, I've hated where like I finally delivered a thing and then my money like it just sorry, your app's not working. You can't accept your money ready. What are you doing? So
Yeah.
it took luckily it took a couple tries and I finally got one, but it was like really fucking weird. But yeah, this week's been pretty. But yeah, this week's hasn't been too bad. Only thing I wish I kind of made a little more money, but that's only because like yesterday particularly I had like a very awkward downtime. I was sitting at the restaurant that like it's because they'll tell you spots where like, hey, this is gonna be really busy soon. Come over here, so I go there, sit there for a bit, and then it's like nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. Nothing is going on. I sit here for like what feels like probably at most 15 minutes, but nothing's happening, and I'm just like wasting time because I'm trying. It's like, well, I gotta go to work soon, so it's like trying to at least squeeze like 1 or 2 deliveries in, and then. But yeah, other than that, other than DoorDash. Just that I was looking to get a replacement couch. Me and my mom's looking for, but it's looking like I'm not gonna be getting it this month, which is fine. I was looking to get it, but when I was talking to them about like, hey, do you guys charge immediately or after? Because the thing was on back order, and they're like, yeah, we charge immediately if it's debit. And it's like, guys, I don't want to hear that, please.
Yeah. Is there
like
something wrong with your current couch, or?
No, my mom wanted one was those my mom suggested to get one of those sleeper couches,
A pull out couch.
Yeah, pull out couch. And I wanted one eventually anyways. My friend had given me their old couch when they used to live in their old apartment. And it's alright, it's not very comfortable to sleep on, unfortunately. I've at least a long period of time. Don't sleep on it for a long period of times. I have a smaller couch, which is I fucking love, but again, smaller couch, not so great to sleep on when your legs are like hanging off the ends of the couch if you wanted to sleep on it for some reason. Unless you're a very small person.
Well, I mean, is the normal couch like comfortable though? I mean,
the normal couch is comfortable. Like I said, it's not like, but yeah, I wanted to get a pull-out couch to replace this couch at one point. So I'm not in a rush. I was waiting for a sale, which the sale happened, but the money, like right now, money isn't the greatest at the moment. Where it's like I can probably use my savings, and that'd be okay. But I'd rather not. I'll just wait for another sale.
yeah.
Not a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm sure my mom will totally understand because we've both been trying to find it, and then damn. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not going anywhere. I'll just wait for another sale when I have more money, or I have more money and not have to worry about it. Because I also had to pay rent last week, so I was like,
Yeah, I know that feeling.
so it's like so just playing carefully. I mean, I get paid soon, from DoorDash Tuesdays, and then I get paid in my normal job Thursdays. So, it's been helping a little bit. Once I pay off my debt, I think I'll be a lot more comfortable. And plus, once I become supervisor, if I don't become supervisor, then we'll have a problem, and I'll probably either leave my job.
Look for work elsewhere. They'll pay you better.
Yep. Look for work elsewhere, pay me better.
Yeah.
And
Just don't tell anybody at work that you're doing that until you got something.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you watched anything in the time between work and whatnot?
I've been watching. So I finished Pacific Rim. Was it Pacific Rim Into the Black? I think it's called.
Oh, it's the animated. Okay, I was gonna say like the sequel.
No.
Where can you watch that?
On Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's pretty good. I actually the Black. I don't know why Into the Black. I don't know why I think it's because the way it takes place. I don't know where exactly does it take place during the movie. I don't think it's canon to the movie at all. Maybe I might be wrong. It might be taking place after. It could be taking place after the first movie, but definitely not before the second movie. I know that for sure. It's pretty good. The CGI actually works really well on like most, if not all, the characters, except for I think one character particularly, but
Oh, it's Australia, apparently.
yeah. That's why it's called the Black.
Why is it called the Black?
That's what they keep. That's what the characters keep calling the Black. That's what they keep calling it for some reason. Okay, but yeah. So yeah, yeah, I remember Erica Linebeck plays a sassy AI of the mech, and it's just so great. I fucking love her.
Yeah, Erica Lindbeck as Loa.
Yeah,
Bendiskin.
the
Anybody else?
yeah, they have a lot of actual actors like Callum Worthy, which I think did he work on? I've seen him other stuff. It's not Game of Thrones. No, he's a Disney kid.
Yeah. Lionel North is in this show. I didn't know that. It's kind of cool.
Yep.
Don't hear him in a lot of TV anymore.
Yeah, he plays I think his character doesn't play a big role in this, if I'm not mistaken, in the show. Because I know Jason Space, like, there's like most of the times usually the brother and the sister and the boy, but he doesn't say anything. Apparently, even though Ben Diskin voices him, I didn't know that.
And then,
but yeah,
is Guillermo del Toro just created? Does he have no like actual? Yeah, it doesn't.
I don't think he had. I mean, it doesn't seem like it. No, because it doesn't look like because you know, like he just it's look like he wrote it. Because Greg Johnson and Craig Kyle have developed and co-written it.
Yeah, and they're Marvel people, so.
Yeah, so. But yeah, that's pretty good. I recommend it. Really cool. Like I said, there'll probably be a season 2. I'm not sure when. It came out this year. I did not realize that. Huh. Cool. It's only 7 episodes, so it's actually pretty short.
But good.
Yeah. That's really good. Yeah. Like I said, I guess the main gist of it. 'Cause I don't want to go too spoilers. The main character, Australia is right now getting hit by kaiju attacks. So all the kids and the parents have the parents who are the main character's parents, which they ride a Jaeger. Sorry, I'm thinking about the robot's names. Jaeger. So they're like, hey, yeah, we're gonna, try to keep the kids safe. Put them in a spot that the kaiju's won't attack them from. So they put them there, and they're like, yeah, we'll come back for you. And then 5 years pass.
It's like, so they're basically like, hey, we're gonna go out for milk and cigarettes.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Yeah, because I think the parents were supposed to go find more help there, because they basically they lay off the kids at a spot where they can pretty much last with the food they have there for a long period of time until they come back. Basically. And it's not just those kids. There's other kids that were getting evacuated. So this is basically the safest spot they could be in, because they're it was pretty much isolated from the kaiju. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, like I said, 5 years pass and our story really begins where the kids find a Jaeger, blah blah blah, and then things go to hell.
Yeah. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, the main plot that they're trying to go reunite with their parents, I guess. Because sometimes it's a little confusing at times. Like, trying to find our parents, where our parents are dead, and it's like, it's been 5 years. It's like,
yeah, they're probably dead.
Yeah, I imagine they're either. I imagine they're probably dead.
That or something weird happened to them, but I don't really know much happened.
Like I said, things. I'm assuming there ain't no happy ending to this.
Probably not.
This show also did something that I did not expect it would do. So it's like, whoa! I was not expecting it would do something like that. So I won't go into it, but yeah, it's pretty good. I recommend it. You might like it.
I might like it.
Other than that,
is there Jaeger fights in the show?
Oh yeah, there's Jaeger fights with the kaiju.
Does it have the same feel as the first movie with like the weight and scale of them, or is it more actiony?
Well, it's more actiony, but I also, gonna be honest, I actually have never seen the first movie yet.
You've never seen Pacific Rim?
No, I haven't.
Why the fuck would you watch an anime based about it?
Because it has nothing to do with the story. Actually, it's pretty disconnected from the movie. It's like there's no mention. I think like I said, there's probably a mention. If there was a mention, it was very very brief. Like I think they mentioned I think in the cast list they used archive footage of the main character from the first movie. I think.
You should really watch the first Pacific Rim.
Definitely.
Like, Guillermo del Toro is a big kaiju fan. He's a big Godzilla, Mothra, and monster fan. I think he actually met his favorite monster, like, the costume, the person who wears the costume and everything, like a couple years back. And so Pacific Rim is basically his like love letter to that. So like the Jaegers are like skyscrapers, right? But
Yeah.
the way that he had his like that they move and stuff, and the way the movie is shot is that you can feel the weight of like what a giant robot who's moving to punch a kaiju, and like the kaiju themselves are also like giant huge, and you can feel the weight of those like those two things fighting each other a lot more. And it's probably one of my favorite kaiju movies besides Shin Godzilla that I've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely will eventually watch it. I thought it was on Netflix at one point. I think they took it off.
They probably took it down. Yeah.
They took it down, so
Let me
whenever it shows up, I'll find it.
Pacific Rim, where to watch?
I know number 2 was on Netflix for the longest time, and then I think they took it off finally too.
Yeah, that movie sucks. Don't watch it.
Yeah, I know. Everyone seems to hate that movie.
You can rent it apparently. It's not on any streaming services anymore. It looks like.
Well, I will probably wait.
It's $10.
I'm not that much of a rush to watch it.
Yeah, it's a good film, but I totally get that.
Yeah. Other than that, started rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender.
The cartoon or the movie?
Yeah.
Hey man, I gotta ask. Sometimes people watch the movie for whatever reason.
No, it's not the movie. It's the show. God damn! I was watching the movie. Please, someone stop me. Please,
Yeah,
someone
Jesus.
come to my house. Come to my house. You have every right to break into my house and beat the fuck out of me.
So how far'd you get into?
I'm halfway through the book 1. I'm up to, I think I have like 4 episodes left of book 1. But God, does that show still hold up? Except for like, even if the little bit of jankiness in the first episode, but that's only because again it's the first episode.
So
everyone's like,
I also rewatched that when it first came out back to Netflix. You can really feel like the change in
definitely
in tone and in like what they were going for as like the first book goes on. And I think it's like episode 10 or 11 is where like, okay, this is where the real show starts.
Oh
like,
yeah, especially late, especially with I think the Blue Spirit. Let me look at what episode 10 was.
The Blue Spirit, I believe, was like, I think it was the Blue Spirit or the episode before where the
storm. I think it's a storm.
The storm, yes, where you find out about why Aang was in the ice, and that was like I think the first episode. That's like, oh, okay, this is what we're going for this story. This is no longer a Nicktoons cartoon. This is an actual like show. It's such a good show. God damn.
Yeah, it's such a good show. It still holds up. But yeah, you can definitely see there's a lot of. I was like surprised how much comedy it was for like. Cause I remember I don't remember too much because I remember watching it way back then as a kid. Like also actually episode 10 is actually Jet. The episode with Jet where he's.
Oh yeah, he murders everybody. Yeah.
He tries to murder everybody, and then of course Sakura shows up in time and save everyone. But yeah, that's what you notice with the shift and change. I guess actually no, the shift and change I feel like happens slightly with the winter solstice, but also Jet is also probably one of the very. Actually, I found out later that the guys that made it as a homage to the creator that made Space, Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
You could totally see those influences in Jet's character design.
Yeah, especially it's like, oh, that's so cool. I didn't know about that. So little things like that. But yeah, definitely the tone I feel. Because Jet's actually trying to murder people.
Yeah, he's trying to commit war crimes because war crimes were committed against him. It's like, no, that's not how that works.
Yep. I mean, also the imprisoned episode is pretty big too, where like the fucking Earthbenders are like stuck on a ship with metal and they can't Earthbend, and even when they do get like the chance, they like hesitate, Yeah. Like, to actually, it's like, damn, that is. That show is definitely of its time.
That's before Toph even shows up.
Yeah, exactly.
Her blind powers to
blind. You're blind.
Well, because of how blind she is, she can actually sense the metal, the earth in the metal, the different rocks and stuff. It's nuts. And then she turns into a fucking robot with the metal. Oh man, I'll never forget that episode where she just metal bends and herself a suit of armor.
First person ever metal bend.
Yep.
Which is kind of weird because I think every other Avatar has not learned to metal bend afterwards, except for I think Korra does briefly in like season 3.
Yeah, but it's not. She's not nearly as proficient with it as other benders are, because
I
it's a lot
yeah,
more. It's a lot more focused work, if I remember correctly, because you have to be more precise.
But yeah, they made it look like because I know later on I think Lin Bei Fong, Top's daughter, makes it look so fucking easy, but I'm assuming because she was trained by it, you know.
Like, for like 30 to 40 years of training.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah. But I've been having a blast watching. It's been so good. Other show I've been rewatching has been Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Still great. It still feels weird to watch. I can't really watch it anymore.
Yeah, it still feels a little bit weird to watch, but the comedy's still pretty good though. I probably passed the episode where it's gotten a little bit weird. Like the whole I think it's the episode I remember that's pretty controversial where I think they both Jake and Amy are like trying to see how much bad guys put into jail or something like that, and it's pretty controversial later on, especially after the George Floyd incident. Yeah, so but yeah, I mean it's still a pretty good show.
Yeah, I mean they did the episode where what's his name?
Which one?
Terry Crews's character gets
gets racially
profiled by another cop, and I get that they tried to do that before. That was like years before George Floyd last year, but like it's still weird.
I know the new season apparently things have also changed a lot.
Yeah, because they had to deal with last year and that stuff that happened and
I know they took out, I think, when I remember correctly, when it happened, Brooklyn Nine-Nine literally took out most of their script off the table. Like they had to really rework everything.
Yeah, which I think is why it took another like year for it to get through.
So I actually do have to give them props for that. Most studios would like, well, I'm still gonna make the story. I don't think most places would do that. I mean, at least in my opinion, with it.
Yeah. Good on the writers for choosing to do that too.
Yeah, exactly. I know I've heard a mixed bag on this season. I don't know. People are probably like, that's not as funny as the last season. I haven't watched it yet. I've been rewatching. I'm up to season 3.
I mean, like the last 2 seasons, and last 2 to 3 seasons, they've been canceled, uncanceled, changed streaming services.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if that's really the toll, but again, I mean, I laugh. There was a lot of stuff in season 7. I remember while laughing, and that was a pretty short season, like 13 episodes, the shortest of all the seasons. So I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. But then again, I'm also not a super tough critic, so I can't imagine
Definitely in seasons 2 and 3, and I think 4 are probably like the best, like the funniest of the entire.
Funniest. A lot of good lessons are also dealt, like Jake slowly growing up, here and there.
Very slowly. Very slowly.
Yeah, very slow. Very.
That's also, I think that's also where the seasons where it has like the most of the meme reactions and stuff come from.
Oh yes, like the hot damn. I love that.
Or the confession scene where he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna sing you a song."
Exactly.
Yeah.
So definitely, they're definitely like the top, because season 1 definitely has, like, I would say, that's where the pilot episode is very
Pilot episode is actually written and directed by the guys who did the Spider-Verse movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's
the first one.
The Ruffalo brothers, who also did like the pilot for a bunch of other like really great sitcoms and stuff. Let me see.
Okay, well, I mean, it's okay. I guess I'm remembering it differently, because I used to like the pilot episode. But I guess it feels like you can tell this is still not fully cooked in. It's still pretty funny though, but
it's really funny for like a pilot episode, but it definitely feels disconnected from like the rest of the series.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I meant. Like, definitely feels a little bit off compared to what later would go on.
Phil Lord and Christopher Miller did the pilot episode, and then went on to be executive producers for the rest of the show.
Nice.
But I think they stopped executive producing like later, so that's why like maybe people feel like the show isn't nearly as funny as like earlier seasons. But who knows?
Gotcha. Also, apparently this last season is also only 10 episodes so far. At least I'm not sure. I think it is only 10 episodes.
Yeah, and it's the last. So
yeah, last season, which I think it's fine. I feel like season 7 could have been the last episode of the season, Like honestly, if they really wanted to go that route, but this is also fine. I think this is probably good. I think originally they were supposed to go on for another 2 seasons, but then they think
And
I
then
forgot what.
Fox canceled them, and then
Yeah,
NBC picked them up,
NBC.
and then NBC canceled them, and then they're like, okay, we'll get one more season, and that's it.
We'll get one more season out of you. It's like, god damn. Well, I'll never say what was the issue why they kept like trying to cancel the show. 'Cause that's just like,
It's because viewership. It's always because of viewership.
oh, okay, gotcha.
Like even I'm looking at the Wikipedia. So like season 1, from the time that it aired, like had 6.1 million people watching.
Jesus Christ, that's a
Se-
lot of
s-
people.
Season 2 had 5.4. Season 3 had 3.14. Season 4 2.3. Season 5 2.0.
Okay,
Yeah, so time slots and just general interest declines over time.
damn, you are not kidding. Damn, that is crazy.
Yep.
Holy cow! That I just saw the later on it could just be 1 point something.
Also,
Goddamn.
also apparently there's a French Canadian adaptation of the series that's called Esquadron 99.
How is it?
Apparently I've heard good things about it, but it's in French, so it's very like French humor.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
French Canadian humor, so yeah. Good show.
Gotcha.
Just a little weird. Gonna see how that's that.
Yeah, that was definitely check out the last seasons. I want because like you said, I do want to see the changes they did put in. Excuse me. But yeah, other than that, I think that's mostly what I've watched this week. I don't think, again, it's just been going through Avatar. God damn, it's such a good show. Oh, man. I will eventually go through Legend of Korra, because I actually did not see all of Legend of Korra. I only saw first season, and I forgot. I think the reason why I didn't watch the rest of seasons, because, except for like a couple episodes here and there, was
because it wasn't on TV. It was on
Yeah.
the Nickelodeon website streaming service for like season 2 and 3. It was super weird,
yeah, it was really weird.
but
No,
it's
but
all on Netflix now. So
Yep, until Paramount's gonna take it away.
are they? I don't think they are.
I keep hearing things that they're gonna apparently take it away. That's why I keep hearing about it. Because Paramount Plus apparently is doing decently.
I mean, it has
Five
fucking
Ultimates.
it has like all the Nickelodeon and stuff. It's also
Like if everything just be put on one thing, just god damn it, guys, put it all on one thing, please. Just make it happen one day.
no, you are right. Okay, hold on, let me read this. Well, last bender, iCarly confirmed to be leaving Netflix down the line.
When's it leaving?
Nickelodeon president CEO Brian Conference confirmed this. Yeah, they're going to Paramount Plus. Let's see. They did not specify when exactly the two shows would be pulled, or if the sequel will also leave. Wow, that's kind of shitty. The exec also revealed his strategy with Avatar and iCarly was to license them to third-party outlets like Netflix to expose them to wider audiences before taking them back as exclusives. Well, that's kind of...
It's kind of shitty and shady. Not gonna lie, it's pretty shady.
Oh, we're just gonna give the rights, and then if you want to keep watching that, you have to come to our new service. It's like, no, I'm not gonna spend more money just to watch those shows. Fuck that. I'll just buy the DVDs at that point. Yeah, and they're also then again they did create that studio dedicated to making more Avatar content, so I guess that's why.
I guess.
So yeah,
one day, the streaming wars win. One day.
No, it's just the dystopian that we deserve.
But we all have to buy. God, I forgot someone made it like a funny thing. It's like actually a very terrifying thing when I think about it later on. But hey, you have to wake up one day, you have to watch an ad to get out of bed.
Yeah.
Watch an ad. It's like, god damn. No, I actually got terrified. No, God, no. It's always funny for a quick second. Now I realize this could be our future.
Did you ever watch Black Mirror on Netflix?
I did not. I wanted to.
There's an episode that's basically that involves similar stuff. It's like
oh god.
Basically all of humanity basically has their own room, but they're basically such a consumers base that they basically have to, what they go to work is that they go onto bicycles, like electric bicycles, and pedal, so they generate electricity, and that's their work for the day. And when
you're still on Netflix, thank God.
Yeah, I think that show's great. The first season's good. But yeah, like and then the main character goes to his room that's filled with completely from the top to bottom filled with LED screens where he can watch like his like mobile game and his like figure and stuff. And if he closes his eyes during activity time, the fucking screen's also, you are not looking, please look at the screen. You are not looking, please look at the screen.
God damn.
Yeah, so it's
This
like
sounds
it's literally
terrifying.
yeah, it's awful.
Oh, God, no, I don't want to live in that world. Oh, God, no. But yeah, other than that, it's been a pretty alright week. No, pretty alright week.
Yeah.
How's your week?
My week's been all right. Nothing really big special happened or anything, you know. Oh wait,
Nothing?
hold on.
Well, your birthday.
No, yeah, there was that thing, the day of my birth.
Day of your birth.
That happened on Wednesday, and
Yeah.
that was pretty low key. Like the actual day was pretty low key. I think I've told you, but basically I woke up, I slept really well the day before, or I went to bed really early, like normally, because I go to bed at like 6 a.m. usually. I went to bed at like 2 or 3, slept for like 12 hours, woke up, went to my mom's house.
12 hours, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was exhausted because I took melatonin for the first time since I weaned myself off of it like a couple years ago, and so it knocks me the fuck out and makes me groggy as shit. So I'll just sleep. Woke up, went to my mom's. She bought me dinner, hung out,
Nice.
and then came back home, watched some television, and went to bed. Not much to say about that. I did stream the day before, hung out with
Yeah.
people in chat and stuff. That was
Didn't
fun.
get to go, unfortunately, but
Hey,
did-
well, what
did
can
that.
you do? It's fine. It's not a big deal. And then I had my actual birthday party on Friday, which was really good. We had a bunch of people come over, got tipsy, some people got high with
wasted.
the devil's lettuce. Nothing else besides that. Made s'mores in the fire pit that I had just a real good night. But then, you know, my brain is like, no, you can't have a good night. You have to have existential thoughts that you keep to yourself while you're staring at a fire.
It sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Oh, yeah, I think I forgot to mention. I did hang out with friends last Sunday. That was fun.
What'd you guys do?
We just drank. We talked. It was one of my former coworkers who used to work at our job, but obviously doesn't, which is why the former is in front of it. We all hung out at his place. We ate a barbecue. His girlfriend made really delicious burgers. We were just catching up on the day. 'Cause we still hung out. 'Cause my assistant supervisor had came back from their vacation. Well, they came back from their training, so they were like, you know, we were all pretty much wanted to be back. Just like you, I also kind of got a little bit depressing after hanging out. Not like anyone, not like they did anything or anything, but just my thoughts catching up. So I do definitely feel, especially when you're drinking, it's like, well,
Oh, I was sober at the time when
oh, then, well, for me, I was
you were
sober.
drinking, yes, and you were right.
I was drinking, but I also I was not like drunk. I drank, but I didn't actually like I didn't get drunk. I didn't get tipsy. I drank like 5 drinks, which are all pretty low alcohol based. So I wasn't drunk yet, and I was also planning to go home, so I wasn't planning to get drunk. So but I got a little sad and depressed for a couple days. And then bounced back.
Yeah, with me, it's just like I wanted to talk to tell people what I was feeling, but I was like, just in the mindset is like, oh, I don't want to burden people with this knowledge because then it'll just bring the mood down. It's like, and we talked about like that mentality before and during that night. And it's like, yeah, but yeah, I just decided not to because it was a little too much existential crisis and depressing. Because I'm gonna be honest right here for just a second. Let me just switch back to this. When I was 18. Back a decade ago, literally.
God damn. So was I.
Yeah.
A decade ago.
I was diagnosed with clinical depression, and it got so bad that I literally couldn't think of a future of hitting 25 or 30 or 40. And then I hit 25, and I couldn't see myself turning 26, and I turned 26, and then I turned 27. And when I turned 27, as some people know, I had COVID, and I was not on the verge of dying, but the threat the looming threat of possibly just not breathing in my sleep was constantly there, and well, it didn't really make me appreciate life more. It did for a time, and it made me more made me want to do stuff more, like create this podcast, start streaming more. Um, the fear of death never really left, and it's never really left me at all. Um, but I also had to like leave my job that got me COVID because I didn't feel, even with like getting vaccinated and stuff, I didn't feel comfortable returning there. And I've heard shit going on, so it's like maybe I dodged a giant fucking bullet because of how shitty that place is doing.
I'm sure you probably did. I'm sure you probably did.
But at the same time, like, I need to make money to pay rent, even though I've paid rent 3 months in advance, so I don't really have to worry about it. I still have to worry about it right now because eventually it's going to catch up because time moves so fast and time has no meaning. And with unemployment ending probably in the next, like, because I still have normal unemployment. I don't get the federal extra $300 anymore, I think.
Damn.
Money's going to be a little bit more tight and stuff, and the situation with my household is like if I buy any food, it's going to, if I don't eat it immediately, it's going to be eaten by my dad, and I can't. So it's a struggle.
Damn.
And then I just have to figure out how I'm going to be able to pay for rent in December, and thinking about paying that causes me to stress out. And it's like a week or two ago, thinking about that, I got to the thoughts in my head got to a really dark place where it's like, if I can't pay for rent after December, or even if December, I should probably just go. You know?
No, I don't think you should go.
Do you understand what I'm implying though, right? Like,
yes.
I don't want to say it just because, you know, Twitch terms of service and stuff, but it's like the thought came to me. It's like I should just go. I have nothing to offer. I won't be able to survive. I'll be homeless probably. I won't be able to take care of my cats. It's just, yeah. So I've been struggling with that quietly, and it's hard. It's, you know, people always say they're there to talk and stuff, but it's like, when you have depression, or at least in my experience with my depression, I want to reach out, but if I reach out and if I'm just ignored, or not even ignored, like if somebody doesn't respond within a certain amount of time, the thoughts just like, oh, I bothered them and they don't want anything to do with me, and it's like it's just a twisted spiral that just causes you to just spiral out of control and just get no help, and then I'm alone in this tiny little box of a room by myself with nobody to rely on, or at least nobody I feel like I could rely on because I don't want to bother them, you know. So that's that. So that's basically what I've been dealing with the last couple weeks. But it's not been all bad. I like the animation demos in the process. I'm trying to figure out what's that. I'm gonna be talking to somebody about marketing myself, maybe get a website once the demo comes out, so I can get that and make look myself more professional. Hopefully I'll be sending out that demo to studios and stuff, so I can maybe get some work.
Get those headshots soon too.
No headshots. That costs money, John. That costs money.
Okay, never mind.
I'm just gonna be using the picture that Sophie made for me, and that's gonna be my headshot. Because remember in my marketing notes, the person said that art of you is okay. It's fine. It just has to be you. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. But what I've been doing besides dreading my birthday and the constant anxiety of living is I've been watching my normal anime, but I wanted to talk about something that's not anime for a brief second. Or a brief couple minutes. I feel like I remember you talking about this, but John, did you watch the Michael Jordan's documentary, The Last Dance, on Netflix?
Yeah.
So I started watching that recently. And I've always been like, I'm not a fan of sports, but I'm a fan of Michael Jordan because of Space Jam. And, you know, I never really thought about, like, him, what he did, and how big of a name he was. until like one of the podcasts I watched talked about them watching it. So I decided to watch it, and holy shit, Michael Jordan is literally a monster. Like not a person monster, like a monster at the sport of basketball.
Oh yeah.
Seeing and also just like seeing him do the stuff that he did, like the leaps and the dunks and the like. This man is so like can be so weirdly precise with how he shoots a basketball. When he's like being ganged up on like 3 other dudes, and he's still able to like fucking toss it with like a couple fingers into the fucking net.
Yeah, like I said, damn, it was such a really good documentary too. Like I had a lot of fun watching it. I'm not like same like you. I'm not a big sports guy. Baseball's probably the only sport I would probably say I enjoy actually watching. Same thing with football, but basketball's been hit and miss. But actually watching, I mean, it's like, man, I kind of wish it just came out like years before, and I probably would have been inspired to actually play basketball.
I don't know, man. I don't think I could ever play basketball after watching this. Like, just and because
I was implied to actually. I was a very like motivated to play sports after that. Honestly,
maybe for fun, but never to like with the aim professionally.
Yeah, I don't think professionally. I don't think professionally.
Hearing,
really good at it.
Because hearing like Michael Jordan just like
train.
Well, his training regiment, his like mentality and stuff, but just hearing like how like 3 or 4 years into his professional career, he was like breaking records constantly with how many points he was scoring. Like, I don't think have you watched a basketball game recently, John? Because I haven't.
I have not, sadly.
Because
I think I've watched.
I feel like on average most players don't score more than like maybe 20 points each. Right?
And I think Michael Jordan. I think Michael Jordan at one point scored, if not majority of the points, of one of his games, not most of his games.
Michael Jordan was scoring anywhere from the high 40s to the 60s a game.
Yeah.
Himself, with no like him doing it himself, like no like assists and stuff, like just him scoring the goal.
No Pippen, because I think at one point later on in the career when he came back, a lot of the people had left except for a select few people. Like I think,
well, his team, his team is basically had basically just changed,
with the exception of like 2 people like Pippen and a young Rodman had just came onto the field. But I think Pippen was like pretty much the only person left over from the original team.
Fuck, man, that Pippen got so fucked with that contract.
Yeah, I felt really bad. It's like, god damn.
And then the fucking owners had the gall to say that he wasn't gonna fucking like negotiate his contract anymore. Yeah. Like, what a fucking asshole.
Damn, man. It's like, yeah, it made me realize how much I hated the fucking industry. It's like, god damn, it makes me wonder how, like, you'd be surprised how many people like in sports do get fucked over a lot. Especially back then, I imagine too. Especially back then.
16 million for 7 years, and he became like the second greatest NBA player during his time. It's like,
yeah.
And literally, I think like wasn't like literally like a couple months after he signed his contract, like everybody was getting pay raises and stuff. Like
wasn't.
And he became like the 122nd most paid professional player in the industry. Like, fuck. He's literally like, he was like the first in like the most assists, most steals, like basically everything you can do, and just for all intents and purposes was basically Michael Jordan's like second place. But it was like he was like a legend in his own name, but it's like, man, I feel bad for that dude. And he's totally justified in what he did with fighting against management and shit. But I mean, I'm glad that he decided to. Once he started recovering, that he decided to back off on it, and I totally get that. But fuck, and so yeah, and I started watching that, and that is fascinating to like find out like the reason why Jordan left was because of the shitty thing the general manager was doing, where he was basically breaking up the team because he felt like he wasn't getting recognized because he had small man syndrome.
Oh yeah, the fucking I forget his fucking name.
Krause, yeah. Larry Krause.
Fucking, oh my god, what an idiot.
Well, it's just a fucking, it's like, oh, it's not that players and coaches that win championships. it's the fucking
Managers.
it's
It's
the
managers.
it's the leagues that do it. It's like, fuck off, man. Like, yeah, you help put together the team, but they're the ones who do the sport.
Yeah, they're the one that's going out there and actually playing.
Yeah, it's
God
just,
damn.
ugh, God,
What a fucking
what a
clown.
schmutz, what a schmut.
What a fucking clown face
Yeah.
emoji. I don't know. I was trying to say something not that mean that would get us off. It's pretty.
What a
pretty
schmuck.
bad.
What a schmuck.
There we go. Yeah, that works.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I haven't finished that
What-
documentary,
what-
but finding out about
you'll like it.
finding out about Rodman and stuff was really interesting too.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting too. The whole ramen, even though still taught to North Korean leader.
Yeah, but that's like along the lines of just who he is as a person. You know?
Yeah,
he's
he was pretty. I know a
he's
lot
a-
of people make him out to be pretty bad, but he was.
he's just a fucking weirdo who just has a really
Yeah,
shitty. He had a really shitty like upbringing because he.
Yeah, he had a pretty. Yeah, I forgot. Ramen has a pretty bad upbringing, like compared to like, especially compared to like the other player. I think because Michael Jordan's, half to his dad. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean he grew up in the projects and then his mom kicked him out at 18.
Yeah, I was like, damn, man, fuck.
Yeah, that's
Like, who? His literally his story was rags to riches.
Yeah, and but then like, it's like when he was homeless, he was always tempted to get into drugs, but then he didn't because he got into basketball, and that's what saved his life.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then
that's actually pretty cool. That is pretty cool though. Like, gotta give him props for that. Even though, you like I said, even though later on he kind of gone his own. But I think it's also due to the fact that again he never had this, so
yeah, he's also I assume that he's probably clinically like depressed and probably bipolar
Oh yeah,
or
I'm
something.
sure. Sure, there's like some other issues he's having, but
They didn't really bring it up in the episode that I was on, but it definitely seemed like there was just stuff going on with Dennis Rodman that seemed
definitely needed help. He
Yeah.
definitely needed some sort of outlet to help. And I don't think he was processing it super well.
yeah.
You
and
know,
who knows if he
you
still not hasn't processed it yet, but
yeah, he's 60 right now. Dang, 60
Yeah.
years old.
yeah.
He looked that old in the then again, I don't remember how the documentary. God, then I remember. Oh man, a young Kobe Bryant. Young Kobe Bryant was 19 years old when he faced Michael Jordan.
Fucking
19 years old.
Yeah, and he still went on to keep playing.
I know.
Didn't he?
And he was only-
Did he lose to the Bulls in that game? I forget.
I believe he did. Jordan
Jesus
said
Christ.
Kobe was basically on top of him the entire time. But yeah, Kobe at that time, I think I'm not sure if he was in the Lakers at that time because Kobe's only been in the Lakers and one other team before he became the Lakers. Guess what? I'll never forget this because the other team's like, well, he's never gonna make it. We're never gonna make it big with this guy. Gets traded to the Lakers.
Yeah,
Kobe
right. And then
becomes
literally becomes like a 12-year champion.
Exactly.
Ugh.
So I probably, if I was that team, I probably feel pretty fucking stupid afterwards.
Or like
What's
it was the Pistons too. I just can't believe how brutal basketball was back in like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Jesus, like
Oh, yeah.
just seeing them get into fucking fist fights like a hockey match. Like Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
God.
these 7-foot tall like giant of men who are like super buff and in their prime, just beating the shit out of each other because one guy
Exactly.
pushed them. It's like fuck.
Yeah, Michael Jordan got pretty dirty and got pretty dirty and like.
I mean, it's not his fault because they
not
were
his
the ones who were
fault.
pushing him back. But Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because was it Rodman's team? Yeah, it was the Pistons, right? It was the Pistons or
it was the Pistons with Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, before Rodman got into the Bulls, like they were a pretty dirty team. Like they were getting away with a lot of shit. It's like, god damn.
They became
Like,
basically became the
bad boys.
the Cobra Kai of the basketball world, basically.
Oh yes. Yes. Oh man.
And
Yeah.
and the Bulls basically had to be Miyagi-Yo and just fucking get so strong and built that I think it was Pippen got pushed by Rodman, and he just took it and he just didn't react. That's when they knew that they were fucked. The Pistons were fucked because if they couldn't get Pippen to react, then they knew that the entire team was
Yeah, 'cause
just
he was basically the second best player on that team. Was Pippen. If he was the best player on the second best player, and probably one of the best players in the world during that time too. One of the best.
probably him and Jordan were basically like the two greatest players in the league. It's nuts. So yeah, that was really interesting. I'm excited to see where it goes. Michael Jordan, Jesus Christ, looks like he hasn't aged. Like besides like, the extra weight and stuff, he literally looks like he hasn't aged in like 20 years.
Did you get to the Space Jam episode?
I didn't get to the Space Jam. We're still in like
okay.
we're still in the last season before the break and just dealing with that and stuff.
Okay, gotcha. Man, tell me how you then when you finish it, tell me how you like it. I had a lot of fun watching that one.
I will. I'm really interested because I know there's like some stuff about like how in the Space Jam part of it that like they basically created like warehouse specifically designed for Michael so he can get back into shape. But also like hearing about like how when he broke his leg or his foot, how he basically he still wanted to play, so he but they wouldn't let him, so he went back to his college and fucking kept playing basketball and improving and getting stronger until he was able to play doing 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, 4v4, 5v5. It's like, Jesus Christ, this man, he like, what a legend.
What a fucking legend. Oh, another thing I remember, who was it? I think at one point they had to keep him on the bench. They had like a set timer on him. Like you got to be
14
for like
14 minutes the entire game, 7 minutes for each half. And
it was fucking.
I believe Larry Krause, the general manager, would literally get upset if he was on the floor for a second longer. Like if he was making a shot and you heard the sound and the ball was in the air. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. And he was pissed about that. I remember him talking about being so mad. But at the same time, like I understood, like even like they say like 90% chance of being fined, but like everybody was focusing on the 10% of him getting hurt. It's like, I get it. Like it is a business. You don't want to risk like this kid who literally has like the greatest potential to be a legend. You don't want to like ruin his life just because he really wants to play it. But then he says fuck you and basically does it anyway. So look, he was right about the 90% being fine. So yeah, that's the Last Dance. That's really interesting. I'm probably gonna finish it by the time we do the next.
I recommend it. Recommend everybody. Definitely watch it. Even if you're not a big basketball person, definitely is very inspiring. Like you said, I got really inspired. Got really motivated, especially after watching it. Oh man, such a good one.
The other things I've been watching is my usual anime, but the one that I wanted to talk about was what was it called? The Remake Our Life one about the
Is it the one with the? Is it the one that I'm hearing about the characters trying to
so goes back travels back time leaps 10 years back, re-enrolls into art school and basically has his college life with some of the people who are like great talent and stuff.
Never mind, that's not what I'm thinking about at all. I was trying to go up the other anime, the other isekai anime that's been out, where the main character actually is trying to make the kingdom an actual functioning kingdom. I forget the name of it.
Oh, it's the Realistic Hero. Yeah, that's a good one. No, Remake Our Life is something I wanted to talk about briefly because 2 weeks ago, or not this last week, but the week before, I thought this was just going to be, like he's going to, live his art school. He's going to have a great life. And it's just going to be like a slice of life show about like how like going to art school like really bettered himself and made him stuff. So for the last couple of weeks, the arc that the story arc was going through was basically the group of friends were trying to make a visual novel game so that they could pay his writer friend's tuition for college, right? Because there was something going on. He had to pay for tuition, and he basically got them all together to make this game. And like the artist had like an idea of a certain scene that she wanted to do, but he turned it down because they were on a busy schedule. The writer, he told basically we have to do this rewrite because we're on a schedule, et cetera, and by the time the game comes out and does really well and sells really well, his writer friend pulls him aside. He's like, "Hey, I'm not going back to school. I'm dropping out because I relied on you too much, and even though you had like the same idea that I had, which is a coincidence, I just don't feel like writing anymore. Um, so yeah, and it all he can't believe it, and he's like the rain starts pouring because it's a terrible day for rain. Um, and one of his senpais comes up, and she's like, she's she's like, it doesn't this seem all wrong? And he closes his eyes, he opens his eyes, and this tiny daughter character comes in, telling him he's her father, and he's finds out that he's married to his the blue haired girl Shiniwaki, and he jumps to the future where it's 2018, and he's married, and it's all this stuff, and he basically time jumped again into the future, and his life is he's married, he has a job at a game studio. The redhead girl is like is a producer and stuff, but he finds out this week that basically his wife stopped drawing. There's no mention of his writer friend writing anything, novels or anything, and his friend that was basically a singer decided not to sing anymore because they just don't enjoy it, and it's basically all his fault for what he did. And it's really interesting. I did not expect this twist because I just thought it was just going to be a slice of life about like, oh, art school, and they're going to make projects, and oh, it's going to be cool. And now it's like, oh no, there is like a kind of a mystery going on here, and it's like he's also trying to get like to the best timeline where he makes it so that everybody's happy and whatnot. So it's really good. I highly recommend it because I did not expect that twist, and it's just starting to get interesting. So yeah, there's Remake Our Life. There's time leaps and stuff, and it seems like maybe he's not the only one because like the senpai seem to be aware that maybe this is not the first time this has happened. So yeah, that's Remake Our Life on Crunchyroll. Yeah, kind of like Steins Gate a little bit, but without the time traveling black hole microwave that you know that may happen. So that's that. The My Hero Academia is still going.
Oh, I also have been watching My Academia, and the other anime I was watching was Black Clover, but I'm still haven't caught up yet. But
where are you in My Hero?
I'm up to season 5, episode 19.
Okay.
The current one or recent one came out. Recent one.
So you're the 19th episode.
Yeah, it's not. I'm up to 19 episode.
4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19. More of a hero than anyone.
Yep.
Okay, so you're right before the My Villain Academia arc.
Yep, just right before it.
What do you think so far?
I'm liking it. Then again, it's very hard for My Academia to make me hate it, so it's kind of hard not. I fucking love the anime. I plan to read the manga eventually when I get off my ass and actually do it.
I would say probably after the season's over, because shit.
Oh yeah.
Shit is about to get crazy after this arc.
Black Clover. I have been watching. I was one of those people that didn't hate it when it came out, but it's really I still recommend it. It gets a lot better, especially later on for people. But goddamn, is it so inspiring too? Got up to episode 100. I'm so happy. Things about to get fuck. But yeah.
Sorry, John. I had to step away
for a sec. My Academia.
Cat wanted out.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Your cat wanted out.
Yeah.
Let me out. Let me out. Let me in. Let me in. Then come back.
Yeah. So My Hero Academia manga is just it had a really heartfelt moment these last couple chapters. Bakugo had his moment. Yeah, Uraka had her moment again, which moved her up to best girl once again. I mean, she was always there, but
Yeah, she's been fighting with Froppy and.
She has her moment, big moment in this last couple chapters, and My Hero Academia is going to be interesting to see where it goes from here. Other than that, I've been watching Girlfriend, seeing the shared brain cell of the rom-com.
Oh, I heard about Girlfriend. I gotta start watching more of those newer animes too.
Yeah. Oh, 2 Year Eternity finished its season 1 and made me cry like a bitch again. Once
Good.
again,
Good.
once again every week. It's
Good.
without fail.
Good.
Eda 10 ZD's No Only Piece, still fucking great. Looks great. It's past where I stopped with the manga because that's what they only had. Excited to see where it goes. Slime Isekai is going really well, getting into the part where shit goes up. Miss Kobayashi is still a fucking masterpiece. Still great art. I still can't believe. Jesus. So gorgeous. So bouncy. So fluid.
Bounce. So fluid. What?
They're size double D's for dragons. You know, people. I'm so annoyed that people were upset about like the show being like, oh, this used to be a slice of life. It's like, bitch, this literally had a character who had the giant fucking titties constantly bouncing in front of a small boy's face. Like, this has always had fan service. What the fuck are you talking about? Whatever. Whatever. People are gonna be weird anyway.
People are always weird.
I haven't watched anything else because I just kind of been letting everything else that isn't like is either something I haven't seen or it hasn't finished yet just go. I'm waiting for more Demon School to just be either finished, that way I can watch Brian and everybody in English. Tokyo Revengers, I'm letting to see how far they go for the manga.
I'm gonna watch that show. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
It's really good. It's really fucking good. You want to talk about time loops and stuff and fucking up real bad? It's great.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's another. The main character goes back in time. Remember correctly, right? In this one.
Mm-hmm. Tries to fix things. He jumps back into the future, and things seem to be better. And then they just repeat, and they get. And in fact, might be getting worse. Yeah, it's good shit. It's good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, that's the anime I've been watching. Games, I haven't been playing much stuff outside of what I've been streaming. I finished Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth and Psychonauts yesterday. I may have over-prepared Digimon a little bit because I spent 8 hours last weekend grinding to make sure that the final boss fight was easy. And so I got like 4 or 5 of the like the final evolutions of like and some of the best like Digimon in the game. So that way it would just wipe the floor. Beat the boss within like 20 minutes of the stream starting, and yeah, that I have problems with that game. It's only a 5-year-old game, but it feels like I don't know. I have issues. It's very grindy. It definitely felt grindy.
That's probably why. It's probably why it probably got. No, that's probably one of the reasons. But at the same time,
I mean, Digimon games have always been kind of grindy, but it just feels like
very grind.
It's
heavy,
just.
or you?
It's just. It's not nearly as fun. The difficulty curve spikes extremely fast all of a sudden. Like halfway through the game, and it'll just have dips and big spikes again. It's also the rock paper scissors of like the different types and stuff is very confusing. It's not nearly as like makes sense as like Pokemon's, or maybe I just don't have it ingrained as me. It's like virus, vaccine, neutral, and one other thing I can't remember.
I unfortunately couldn't help you with all this, but yeah, I know what you're talking about, like the whole little types and stuff like that.
It's just annoying. But I did it. It beat it. It's
for the sequel.
I'm not playing the sequel. I'm not playing Hackers. Whatever. I just wanted to beat that game because I did like the old Digimon World games. Never beat them. Never beat them. Any of them.
I just got scratched, so I couldn't play anymore.
I still have my copies on PlayStation 1 for all 3 of them. Just
the other Digimon game, it's like the new one, everyone's wanting it. It's like delayed again, I think, till next year.
Yeah, fair enough. So I beat that. I beat Psychonauts 2 last night as well, and that game is fantastic. Absolutely
nice. One of pretty short game then. And I've heard you and Will both said it was a pretty short game, right?
It's about like less than 30 hours.
That's ridiculous.
I did it within like 3 streams, and I spent like 7 to 8 hours each in those streams for playing that game.
Must be nice. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I mean, I get tired really quickly after that, so that helps.
I was like a stream for a long period of time. Unfortunately, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. I think the longest I ever streamed was like 5, almost 6 hours on Near Automata. Goddamn, I was loving every moment of it. And then I realized, like, oh shit, I've been streaming this for 5, 6 hours. Goddamn.
12 or 14 hours, I think, was the longest, if I remember correctly. Just gotta get ready to do the 24-hour stream one day. It's gonna happen.
You'll do it. I don't think I can ever actually do it because the way my schedule's set up. But
Yeah,
we'll do it.
You'd have to do it on like your day off or something, and then just pass out.
Yeah, like I said, it'd be a very tough one to do. Plus, I don't think I can honestly do it. That's the other thing.
Yeah, well,
Not anymore.
you'd have to prepare yourself for that, and
Yeah, and that's kind of hard to do with a day job, fortunately. Well, not a day job, but you know what I mean. A night job in this case for me. Puns.
So yeah, that's what basically I've been playing. When I haven't been playing that, I started playing Hades on console because I bought it, the physical edition. It's good. The load times are a little bit longer than they were on PC, but that's the only big gripe I have with it. But that's fine. You can easily patch that over time. Still fun. Still enjoying it. Still haven't beaten Hades within like 16 runs, so I have to get stronger. Got all the way to Dad on like the 8th run, so that was pretty good. I got all the way to the Bone Hydra on my first run, which is like the starting run, which was pretty impressive. With no Death Defiance or anything, so that's cool. Game's great. Other than that, I haven't really been playing much. I'm going to be playing No More Heroes 3 this week in the near future. Because I've watched like the first 30 minutes of the game. Looks great. Does a bunch of homages to No More Heroes 1 and 2 to certain moments. Looks like it plays and feels a lot better than both games in certain aspects, and I'm just really excited to see where it goes.
I also heard I'm not sure how long that game. I keep hearing like people beat it heard people beat it like pretty quick. It's like, dang.
I mean, it's basically just get money, boss fight, and just do that over and over and over again.
Oh, it's like in No More Heroes 1. Actually,
It's basically, yeah, it's No More Heroes 1, but with alien superheroes, quote unquote.
Aliens.
Yeah,
definitely not sure when I'm gonna.
God, Travis is so he's such a fucking dork, but I love him.
Yeah.
But he's also like 40 years old in this game, so it's like it's kind of funny that he still just looks like a piece of shit weeb. I'm so excited.
Yeah, what was the other thing to say? God, I gotta still beat 2 and 1. Well, I beat 1 before. I'm replaying 1. Probably not sure when I'm gonna get 3, because money.
Yeah.
And responsibilities.
I got the physical editions of 1 and 2, so I can always play them too. So one.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's cool.
Very excited. And then after that, apparently Life is Strange comes out this Friday, so I'm probably gonna buy that and play that too, because I've been excited for that game. I just didn't realize it was coming out so soon. Holy shit!
Jesus Christ, there's so many games I want to play, but I'm still behind on games because I do plan to play still play through Nier. I haven't forgotten.
Yeah.
And play other games, so.
Because you have to get through Automata and Replicant, don't you?
Yeah, I'm still on Replicant, so I already did.
Automata, right? You beat Automata, so you're on Replicant, right?
Yeah, I'm on Replicant, so I just recently got a Kaine, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not that far into the game.
You're on your first run too, so you're like 20. You're like not even like 20% into the story of like the first route.
Yeah, but I'm taking my time. I mean, like I said, I also took a break, so
just make sure you get the weapons and you look up that guide.
I got most of the weapons at this point now. I believe I bought all the weapons so far. Each town that I've been to, so I'm getting next to into the desert town. So whenever I get the chance to go there, get that.
Yeah, just make sure you buy it and make sure you find them because there's a couple weapons that are hidden.
Yeah, I know the first weapon that you find is in the first dungeon, but it's pretty missable. But I already have that one.
Yeah. I say this because I don't want people to miss content and to get frustrated because if you don't do it, you can't go back to young Nier, Zach Aguilar Nier, at a certain
Jack
point.
Aguilar near. Oh no.
And
Yeah.
his the weapons in his are only accessible during that time, which kind of is dumb, but whatever. It's an old game.
Yeah, they could. I kind of wish they kind of like time travel the chapter thing like they did for Autobahn. I feel like they could have somewhat been easily implemented, but that's just me since they're already
They
putting the entire gameplay.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is like a remaster with the cut content and stuff, so I get it that they're basically just trying to make the same game but feel better and look better and play better and just general improvements. They didn't, but I don't know. I guess maybe Yoko Taro wanted to keep the same.
make you suffer.
Yeah, make you suffer all the time.
Make you suffer all the time. Damn it. Curse you. Curse you. I can do this to me. I can do this to me.
Why did you have to fucking give me that bug in my mobile game, Yoko Taro? Now I can't
Oh,
play
you're
your
up.
now I can't play your mobile game because fuck that. I'm not wasting time to re-grind everything. I'll just watch the cutscenes on YouTube when they come out. Ugh, God damn it. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. That's the plan for this week, is to play No More Heroes 3 and then buy Life is Strange Colors, if I remember what it was called, and try that out. Because that's a full game. That's not episodic, so I can just play that game like a full game.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure when we're getting Live Stream. I know Tales of Rise is also coming out this
Friday.
Game's coming out this,
Friday.
Friday.
It's coming out the 10th, so it's Friday.
So yeah, I know that's the game I want to buy. Deathloop's another one I'm excited for, but probably gonna hold off on buying it till later on. But I mean, I'll be buying Tales of Rise because I love my Tales games. So.
Yeah.
Definitely will be streaming it whenever I get a chance to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Is there any
Yes,
is there any other major games that are coming out besides Life is Strange that we can think of? I'm trying to remember.
Deathloop, Life is Strange. Actually, is Deathloop coming out this month or is it October? I keep forgetting.
I thought it got delayed to next year.
Was it get delayed? No. Did it get delayed next year? Please don't. Actually, no. It's coming out September 14th.
Deathloop, September 14th. Okay.
Yeah, because it got delayed into September, but they yeah, we're gonna it's coming out now this month. No delays.
Wait.
I don't think it went to gold yet.
Is it only coming to PC and PS5?
No, it's coming into Xbox 360 because Bethesda got owned by
It literally says platforms: PS5, Microsoft Windows.
Should also be going to Xbox. Xbox. Unless they had a deal with them. I don't know. It's really weird.
It was on the PS5 like PlayStation events. Yeah, it was showcased during Sony's PS5 event.
Oh, no, it's gonna be exclusive for a year for PlayStation 5. That's really weird. Like, even though Bethesda now is owned by Microsoft, that's really strange.
I mean, they're doing a Windows release, which is fine, but I don't want to. Whatever.
But yeah, it's
really a year. Weird. That's a year. So basically, the game's coming out next year for me, because I don't have a PS5. Cause
I don't have a PS5 either. Trust me.
Fuck.
Plus,
anyway.
I'll probably buy it for PC, but again, I'll not be buying it immediately. Much as I love the Arcane Studios games, I unfortunately will not be buying it when it comes out this year just yet. But I'll be buying it sometime, hopefully the end of this year, if not next year. I have a huge backlog to play through.
Yeah, there's always the fall seasonal sales and the Christmas sales.
Yeah, so I have no qualms like waiting.
Yeah. Besides that, is there any
bridge? Is there any the Bridge of Spirits coming out? I think.
What's that?
It's that PlayStation 5 game that looks really pretty.
Oh, is that like the Pixar looking game?
I believe. Yeah, I believe so. Yep, it is. I think it's coming out. Yeah, it's coming out September 23rd. But again, PS5. Actually, it's coming out for PS5, PS4, Xbox, PC, Switch. Diablo Resurrected.
Yeah,
Ember.
I'm excited
Ember
for that
5.
game, but obviously Blizzard, but support. So I'm gonna support the devs, and not the actual corporation.
Lost Judgment. That's the other game coming out. Lost Judgment.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I know. I just finished beating Judgment not too long ago too, so It depends. I might be able to buy it when it comes out. But if not, I'm not in a rush to buy it. I gotta remember to be kind of responsible.
There's a lot, and there's a lot of stuff they're adding to it. There's apparently like you can play as there's
Kaido.
a Kaido,
Which I think a DLC coming out next year.
yeah, which you get there's a different fighting style that he has that's DLC. There's a bunch of extra girlfriends that you can date.
Oh, the extra girlfriends. Yeah.
Which in the first game I don't know if you did, but if you date one of the girls and you start to date another one and you choose to like accept their feelings, Taz does have like a small comment about it. He's like, "Oh boy, I sure hope this doesn't blow up in my face." So I'm like,
Yeah.
So
luckily, I went for one girl, and no other girl. The fortune teller girl. I went for her.
but the achievement, John. I want to know what happens with the achievement. You have to date all three. I assume that the reason why he has another 4 girlfriends is because they all find out at the end of the first game, like if you date them all and they beat the shit out of him.
Or was it canon?
Yeah. No, because remember every sub story and everything that happens in like the side content is canon for every.
Oh really? Damn, I didn't know about that.
Yakuza games, every single sub story, every single one, happens in the canon.
Damn.
That's why there's always like there's continuing plot threads from like different NPCs and different sub stories that show up in each game.
Interesting. Did not know that. Cool. Yeah, fuck man, that's a lot of games. Ghost Runner also is coming out for I think PS5 and yeah, it's coming out for PS5, Xbox. Even though that game already came out, it's an old one, but I wouldn't say old, but it's like been a year and a half. Lemon Gate coming out apparently for September. God, there's a lot of pretty beefy games. Death Stranding and Death Director's Cut also coming out.
Man, fuck. Why can't I just get the director's cut content as like a $20 expansion?
Sony. I know. Why can't you? Why can't I do that for Final Fantasy VII Remake? Integrate, damn it. Anyways, at the point right now, I can go on forever for that.
Graphical stuff, I assume, and timed exclusive, whatever.
Got me. Yeah, Origami 2 is also coming out, which is their sequel to the obviously Origami 1, which is I heard it's pretty fun. It looks really good. WarioWare Get It Together is also coming out.
Yeah.
I'm not a big WarioWare guy. No offense.
That game requires you to have more than one person playing it because it's just micro games.
Yeah. Nexomon, which I don't know who made this. It's another game coming out in September, but I'm not too familiar with this. Looks really 2D-ish.
I'm just like waiting for Tokyo Game Show to come out and talk about Kingdom Hearts, and then I can.
I want Final Fantasy 16. Just give me some of it, some information. Just
I feel like we'll get at least another trailer for 16 at the very least.
I'm not expecting a release date. I'm just expecting like some more information. You know what I mean?
I mean, it would be fucking bonkers if they do, because I think they like a couple months after the initial trailer they were talking about they were focusing on English VO over the Japanese because apparently the English VO are doing mocap and everything. So I have a feeling that game is at least 1 or 2 years away from being a release, just like how like a 7 remake was at least like 3 to 4 out from the initial trailers.
Yeah, it'd be cool for another remake information, but I don't see that happening. I'd love to be wrong. I'd love to be wrong. I'd be like, actually, guys, remake part 2 is coming next year. It'd be great, but
I mean, it's been over 2 years, right, since the first release, and they just released Intergrade. So maybe like a year or two, and we can get to the next part.
Yeah, it could be a year or two. Like I said, I would love to be more information for like like I said, something, not a release date, just something about it.
Yeah,
not like a 1-minute thing, just like something like like a 2-minute thing. I don't know, 2-minute thing at least.
I definitely feel like Kingdom Hearts is gonna have some sort of announcement for the anniversary.
Let it not be a fucking mobile game.
No, I think after Dark Road, which I think is ending in the next couple months. I think the mobile games are going to be.
Soldier Can Live.
Well, I think Dark Road's going to be it, and that's going to be it for the mobile games. Because
First Soldier Can Live. Damn it.
Yeah.
Dark Road.
Which
Nick Cage X.
Which I still think Union Cross should be turned into like an MMO game with better graphics and whatnot, or you know what, make it into like a single player mobile like game.
I'd be down for a single player. I feel like MMO would be too much for.
Just use Kingdom Hearts 3 engine and just do that. Just We're already the
You're
character
asking, you're
model's
asking,
already in
you're
there.
asking, you're asking for too much, man. You're asking for the impossible now. I wish that could happen. I want to be a remake, a full-blown Kingdom Hearts 3 remake style of Days, but that would never happen.
No,
I'm like I'm one of the very few people that likes Days.
you get your cutscenes and that's it.
Yeah, I know. I only get my cutscenes or coded. That'd be pretty cool too, because I never played original coded. Recoded. Sorry.
I just want to see if it's just going to be Sora and Riku in the next game, or if
Yeah.
because it feels like that's what they're going for. Is going to be.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I'm fine with just playing. I'd be fine just playing Sora. I mean, I love playing Ventus and Birth by Sleep. And,
But
like,
I
other
want
games
to play Riku more fleshed out than he was in Dream Drop Distance.
Oh yeah,
and
also
more
3, 'cause we do get-
and way more fleshed out than he was in 3. I want him to
Yeah.
be like customizable and levelable.
and put silly outfits on.
Yeah, sure. Dude, if they put like the Shibuya, like Neo, The World Ends With You fashion, like you can dress up Sora and Riku in different
that'd be
fashion.
so cool.
That'd be fucking cool. But also, I don't think that's probably gonna happen because that's not what the focus of the game is. But you never know. I'm just really excited for whatever they do because Nomura is definitely going to. Oh yeah, and Kairi.
Yeah, Kairi would be really cool. I want to see more Kairi. Kingdom Hearts' mom was definitely, I feel like, could have definitely been the Kairi game that we fortunately did not get.
No. She gets the melody game and that's it. But I'm sure she will become. I still wish there was going to be a Kingdom Hearts game where Sora, Riku, and Kairi are in a party together. But
yeah, that'd be super sick. I'd be fucking loving it. It'd be just like what should have been attended. You know, it'd be cool. Like, 3 friends. You know, we started off with wanting to go on a journey, and now look, we're all together and get to fight alongside each other. That'd be super cool.
I could probably trust Kairi to heal me better than Donald could, but
fucking Donald.
But then we wouldn't have great quotes like this looks like a great place for some ingredients with Donald Duck's voice.
Looks like a great place for some ingredients, huh, Sora?
It's just the fucking like the voice actor for Donald is just croaking and just doing his best. And, yeah. Because Kairi's definitely like I can definitely see her being spec'd for like a healer, Keyblade wielder, and Riku can definitely be like a guardian type, like Goofy is with his stupid fucking car Keyblade. God, it's the fucking worst design that he's had.
Oh God,
fuck.
It's Keyblade's pretty bad. I know they're trying to go with Riku's outfit, but.
It's the least interesting design he's had for a Keyblade. And that's saying something because he's had really cool stuff.
His Way to Dawn was like probably one of my favorite designs of his Keyblade. Then I remember Dream Drop Distance gets other Keyblades, but yeah, no, I think Dream Drop Distance Keyblades were kind of hit and miss for me. Some of them were okay, some of them not so great.
Yeah. And then you have Tarzan's, which is just vines and shit on it.
God damn, with a butterfly keychain. God, actually, I used to love like the whole. I wish it was like a super. I remember there used to be so many theories of people back in Kingdom Hearts inside about the keychains and all that. It was so cool to like talk about them back then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Fuck, I would love if Riku uses a reworked Oblivion. Yeah. That'd be really cool if like somebody redesigned Oblivion to fit his like kind of fighting style. It'd be a little bit cool. So that's basically what my week's been. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about before we head into the news?
I think I mentioned it. I think the only thing I mentioned this before in previous podcasts. Maybe I did started watching Beastars. How's
that going?
I love season 1. Like I said, I'm always open to watching different things, even though this, they're just anime furry people.
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, anime furry. Anime
anthropomorphic animal people.
Yeah, there we go. So, but I'm down for it. I'm always down for it.
You down with the wolf trying to fuck the bunny? Yeah.
I'm super down for the wolf fuck the bunny. I want them to not anyone.
How far'd you get?
I finished all season 1. I'm up to season 2. I have not watched anything of season 2 yet.
Season 2 is great.
I'm excited. Is season 2 supposed to be the ending of it, or is it just
No, no,
nothing
no,
more?
no, no,
Okay,
no,
thank
no.
God.
I had
That's one
to,
thing.
I had, after the season 2 ending, I'm like, wait, is this it? And then I looked at, and I had to look up the manga, and I'm like, oh no, that last chapter is completely different than what happens in that. So yeah, it's not the ending.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool,
It's
cool.
just,
All right.
it's just the major mystery that was going on is solved.
Okay. And the other one I was watching, but I stopped for a bit was I was watching the gambling anime
Kakakuri.
Kakakuri. God, love that.
No, it's like,
Anyways,
yeah, gambling addicts with hentai faces. Yep.
Yep. Anyways, that's the voice acting's good. Yep, the voice acting.
Oh yeah, the English voice actors are great. Love Kira and whoever else is in the cast. Kara Buckland, I
think
know.
Allegra, it's Erica Line, not Erica Linebeck. It's the Erica. I always forget her last name. She voices On in Persona 5.
Oh, let me hold on. Let me scroll through Twitter. Maybe she's posted. Oh, hold on. Erica Harlacher.
There we go. Yep, I think it's her that voices. If I'm not mistaken, voices the main character, Chimbom.
Yeah. Gonna watch the live action adaptation.
You know it.
The live action.
Maybe.
I've heard is
Possibly.
not it's not nearly
Griffin,
the same.
I know it's not nearly the same. It won't be nearly as crazy. Griffin Burnell's voices Ryota. I thought who was gonna be the main character, like usually it was in like Haru Suzumiya, where Kion was pretty much the main character and Haru is just the title character.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's not. It's kind of just there. I feel bad for Ryota.
I find it
Yeah,
really.
makes me want to watch Haru Suzumiya. Haru. I want to watch Haru now again.
Haruhi, the original anime.
Oh yeah, I've never finished the original anime.
You never finished The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya?
No, I've not. I was pretty bad at watching anime back then, as much as I was bad at watching it now. Oh man.
It's on Funimation.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, or you can buy it, but
yeah.
If you ever want to watch that together, I love that show. It's fucking great. I'll watch it again.
Sure. Cool.
And not because the two of us did a fan dub of that or anything back in the day.
I know, right? No, nothing like that. Yeah, nothing like that.
That I had to take down because of copyright reasons.
Yeah, I think because I remember your channel got lost because of copyright reasons.
Yep. Just all of a sudden, it's like, oh, you get 300 views. Time to send those notices out.
Lyokos was another one I was watching again. God, that first episode's kind of. The voice acting's kind of rough to listen to. I remember it being this. It's not that bad. But...
It's really weird with Code Lyoko because that show is very French, and you can tell it.
Yeah.
But also, the show itself is told out of sequential order. So the first episode is like midway through the series. It's weird, but yeah, the first episode you can definitely hear like how awkward it is, and maybe it's because it's translation and it's a kids show. Nothing is explained at all. You're just thrown into the middle of it. It's weird.
Yeah.
I remember being really super interested in it.
Oh, same here. I got like I know it gets a lot better later on, and once you learn what the fuck's going on, it's like okay, now it makes somewhat sense.
Now it starts to make sense.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know Chris Niosi was Kaide in Kakaguri.
You know? Oh yeah, he's in there. Also, fun fact: Chris Nielsen's game Tome is coming out September 9th.
Yeah, and it's super weird that there's characters that have a very particular voice and a certain person attached to that, and they're not being voiced by that person anymore. It's like, oh, cool, but also weird.
I know they changed voice actors at one.
For this. Yeah.
I don't remember exactly the reason why.
Probably because he doesn't want to. I don't know. He doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be associated with it, or not associated with, but like he doesn't want like to voice act, direct, and do everything. I guess I don't know.
I guess it would make sense. I know that. I think a lot of people.
But
I mean,
it's fucking
again,
weird when it's the character that's named after him that he's used for like the last 15
yeah,
years. It's super
yeah, I know.
weird.
Yeah, no, Christopher's not long or more. Kerber's not long, not voicing Kerberford. It's kind of strange.
It's like why this is a fake. This is
This
fake.
is a faker. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited for that game. I probably will stream it when I do get a chance to buy it. I think I've been looking forward to it. Looks pretty fun.
Yeah, cast is great. I've seen nothing but good talent, so I trust
Yeah.
them.
I'm definitely interested. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'll buy it immediately, but I probably won't. Unfortunately, won't be streaming it immediately because
Yeah, money backlog.
money.
Yeah.
Backlog is huge. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I've been keeping my eye on this for a bit, so I've been definitely excited for when it comes out. I'm hoping it lives up to expectation, and I guess technically the longer I wait, the longer I wait, the probably more bugs be probably fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully there isn't too many I'm hoping there isn't too many groundbreaking glitches, but I imagine they've done their best. But at this point, I imagine every time a game comes out, there's got to be at least something, wrong with it, at least at one point. Not groundbreaking, not like Cyberpunk, but again, I also never had the same issue as everyone else at Cyberpunk, so you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. So
Really.
you son of a
But yeah,
bitch. How
I
dare
know.
you?
I'm sorry.
How dare you
sorry.
not have pineapple trees show up out of nowhere? Did you not hear about that? That was one of the bugs.
I did not hear about that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Before we go to news, I gotta go grab my food real quick.
Okay.
So
We will
it's
go.
gonna be right.
We'll do a
back.
2-minute commercial break then. So we'll be right back,
Alright.
everybody.
Be right back.
Alright. And audio's back. I apologize for me eating the sandwich or for any noises that John and I make while we're eating, but yeah. We are human and we need food, so.
Yeah, unfortunately, drinking oil isn't enough. Ugh. And what? What? Not supposed to know that. What? I'm not a robot. Anyways,
John, what the fuck did I tell you?
damn it. No.
Anyway, so we're on to the news.
On to the news.
All right, we didn't have much, so hopefully
Yeah.
this will be fine for the time being.
Yeah, there wasn't because most of the announcements I've noticed during the news. Well, besides there's other little indie games that came out, but Not too much to my fancy, if that makes any sense. Like,
Hmm.
but I figure the biggest news is gonna be for us for like Gamescom and like, I was trying
Yeah.
to find a list. That's why I post like 2 lists on the docket.
Okay. So the first news on the docket was that EA showed another trailer and some more details about the new Dead Space remake. And holy shit, the game looks great. It looks fantastic. Detail wise, like just looking at the screenshot in comparison, there's a screenshot of like the original game in the same hallway with the remake.
Oh yeah, it looks so good. I have never played the original Dead Space, but
Still,
I am excited for this new one.
still holds up, but at the same time, might as well just wait for this one at this point.
Yeah,
Um,
I might just play on the sides to play a little bit of it, but I would love to stream it, but I guess it all depends how freaky it gets or how very very low like poly it gets. I don't know. I mean,
it's not too poly. If you're playing it on PC or something, you can get good graphics and stuff. Still holds up regardless of what console though. So graphically looks great. They are also adding a bunch of new stuff from the second game, which is the flight mechanics. So there'll be zero G flight suits and stuff.
cool.
There's
I also heard. No, go on. Sorry.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say. I'm not sure. No, no, you go on. You go
Okay.
on.
They're also adding more physics to cutting off the necromorphs like skin and limbs and stuff. So
Nice.
depending on which weapon you're using, it'll either peel off the flesh, or it'll cut it off, and you'll have to use ammo correctly, and aim for the certain parts. Looks great. And Isaac is getting his voice actor to come back and is going to be talking during cutscenes and stuff, but otherwise he's going to be a silent protagonist when he's not being talked to. The weird thing about the first game is that Isaac just doesn't talk the entire game, and it's kind of weird. But he talks in 2 and 3, so it kind of makes sense that he'll talk to people when they are talking to him. So yeah, looks great. Very excited. Hope EA doesn't fuck this up. They did say that there is no microtransactions in this game, so that's cool.
So they launched it, I think. No, I'm joking.
I mean, I don't know what they can do with microtransactions besides like the weapon
You get
shit.
a cool
But
suit. You get a cool suit. You get a newer suit. You get the original Polygon suit from the first game.
I mean, there were other suits in the other games too, so I guess it's something they can do. So
I
yeah,
hope they do.
that's Dead Space remake. I'm very excited. Probably won't come out until October of next year.
Yeah, I imagine it probably wouldn't come out. I was like thinking, it's like I don't see this game coming out this year. Which I'm kind of glad. My wallet's probably thankful for that.
Yes, same here.
Plus, yeah, the only news I was gonna say the voice actor's coming back, but you already said it. So.
Yep, and it's the same voice actor that voices Isaac in the rest of the series, so it's very
Yeah.
cool.
Wait, so is he not just gonna react? Is he? Because I know in the original, the first one I've heard that he doesn't talk at all. So
Does not
I,
speak at all. He is a true mute protagonist in the first game in the original.
yeah, even though he looks, you get to see a little of his Isaac's face briefly at the back. I think his back of his head.
Beginning of the game, you can see
yeah.
his face and his back of his head, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. And then, but yeah, does he not react at all in later games? Like, does he like react whenever he's fighting monsters? Or he's just always been like pretty silent.
The first game, the way he reacts is that his body posture changes when shit starts happening early on. He has a much more straight posture, but then there's like a scene where stuff happens and he becomes into a much more frightened posture. He slouches a little bit and gets ready to run, but he doesn't really make noises at all, even when he's getting attacked or anything. In the second game, that's when he has his voice actor and he makes grunts and stuff and all sorts of stuff. So.
So you kind of wonder why they didn't make him like grunt in this game, like if especially they have their voice actor back. I mean,
because in the remake they're trying to connect it to the rest of the universe of the Dead Space, so they're basically setting this up so that if they do a soft reboot, they can, I guess.
Makes sense. Gotcha.
It's also like the concept of a mute protagonist going through all this shit. It just makes it's more terrifying because it allows you to also put yourself into the boots of him. So yeah, I don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah, I get what you mean.
I'm excited for it.
Days of the mute protagonist. I also have noticed it's probably one of the very few games where the mute protagonist is also slowly, it's dying out. Because I know besides Link, there is slowly we're losing more and more mute protagonists. Even though technically Isaac's not going to be a complete mute in this game now. which is
Yeah.
fine. I mean, I'm fine with the main character having a voice. Don't get me wrong. I'm completely fine.
It's just like Persona, where like the main protagonist is always silent except for like
Yeah.
they're
The
not.
anime cutscene when they say the Persona, except for Persona 5, where your character does say things actually, where you
Says
actually do. He
says
says little
this.
things. Especially I'm not sure if it's in the Japanese, but I know in the English sub, he does say little things here and there in the actual anime cutscenes more than just Persona.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Dead Space. Crisis Remastered Trilogy is coming out October 15th.
Yeah, I remember correctly. I'm not sure if you knew. Crisis was, I know what I remember hearing back then. Crisis was apparently one of the biggest gains back then in terms of like not biggest game, but I guess in terms of like graphical power and like
It is basically the graphical benchmark for your PCs and stuff
Yeah.
at the time.
Exactly.
If your PC could run Crisis, holy shit, it's a monster of a PC. But now it's like it still looks good, but
Yeah. So now because I know they remade the first game, like remastered the first game, like I want to say this year.
this year or last year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Yeah. So now they're remastering the rest of the game. So cool. That's pretty cool. I've never played Crisis myself. I've owned it for a while. It's just sitting on my Steam library forever. My friend has told me many good things about it. I just have not gotten an opportunity to play it.
Yeah.
But now I guess whenever it does come out remastered, I guess I'll have an opportunity to play it because it's gonna be on fucking Steam.
Yeah. I've heard good things about it, but
Yeah.
I played like the third one or something, but I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, I've owned I've owned all the crises.
Crises.
Yeah. Crises. Okay. Crises on for a while, except for I think the third game. Apparently, I don't own the third one. I own unless third game's called something else. Nope. Third game's just called 3.
2 and
Alright,
3.
never mind.
That's all.
Okay.
And if you play them on
Yeah.
the current gen or the new next gen consoles, PS5, Xbox Series, whatever, they will run at 1080p and 4K resolution up to 60 frames per second. So they'll still look crazy good.
Yeah, apparently I don't own 3. I own 1 and 2. It's really strange. Good job, past me. All right, good job.
Yep. Well, now you just have to buy 3 remastered and 1 and 2.
Yep. Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah, I figured it was pretty interesting news. Since benchmark of graphic power. Okay. Gamescom announcements. Or actually, we can go skip this real quick. I feel like that would be kind of the last thing. Since it's technically the longest one.
Okay.
I wanted to bring up usually we used to bring up a lot of news whenever a developer or producer leaves. So Motohiro Okubo, I'm probably butchering that name, leads Bandai Namco, producer of Soul Calibur 7, Pac-Man 99, Tekken 7. He's leaving. It's the message that it's been a while, but I leave Bandai Namco Entertainment on August 31st. He's working for this place for 25 years.
Jesus.
25 years, man. He is going to another game company, but he hasn't said that he hasn't said what it was, but he is also expressed his gratitude, his time in Bandai Namco. But yeah, that's 25 years, man. That's a long time.
Half of his life.
Yeah, half of his life. But yeah, so I'm hoping whatever studio he does work for, hopefully still making games or not, having a happy life.
Well, he's a producer.
Yeah.
He just,
Yeah, actually, what exactly does a game producer do compared to an old, like, director's producer? I'm like...
Producer basically makes you sure that everything's on time and helps out when he can, basically, if I remember correctly. They're basically what producers do in general, and, like, other productions where basically they're just making sure everything gets done, they call people, make sure, and all that sort of stuff.
Gotcha, cool. Yeah. Hope. But yeah, 25 years. Like you said, half his life has been in Bandai Namco.
Namco.
Is it? Yeah, it's weird. Bandai Namco. I've always heard Namco Bandai, but for some reason, apparently it's labeled as Bandai Namco. Has it always been like that? I feel like they changed it.
It's when because Bandai bought Namco, so they're Bandai.
Okay,
Namco.
all right, it makes sense. All right, you gotta be first top billing now.
Yep. All right, and then we're on to THQ Nordic's 10th anniversary, and they're
10th anniversary.
They're gonna be doing an
Getting 6
announcement on
new
the
games.
17th. Yeah.
And they're gonna have 6, apparently featuring 6 new games announcements. Interesting. Yeah, I figured that'd be a little.
An
Yeah, they're
announcement for
gonna.
an announcement. Great, love those.
Yep. Don't worry, guys. We'll have these 6. I imagine. I don't know why I keep imagining like we're gonna have 6 new games and just a title of these games, not even showing any of the game. That's what I imagine it's gonna happen with THQ.
Yeah, who knows?
That'd be funny.
Jeff Keighley's hosting it though, so at least
I'm hoping something good.
Yep. He says that this will include the return of legendary franchises, including some for which fans have been waiting decades to get their hands on a new installment, plus sequels to beloved games. So, time to look at THQ's old catalog and see if there's any games that have made sequels to it.
Yeah, I'm trying to look because I know the recent game they came out with Biomutant. They've done Darksiders Genesis, really? Oh yeah, they did do Darksiders Genesis and the Darksiders series, haven't they? Yeah, they did the Darksiders series. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Remember, THQ Nordic is not really THQ. They just bought all the rights to THQ and renamed themselves.
Yeah. They worked on a SpongeBob remake, I remember. But yeah, a bunch of others. There's a bunch of older stuff. The Shadowrun series, I remember.
They remastered Destroy All Humans.
Yeah, there we go. Destroy Humans. So that'd be actually pretty interesting. Hopefully, like I said, that'd be cool for another Darksiders because I think I think
3.
Darksiders Genesis.
I don't know if 3 did well though.
Yeah, I'm not sure if 3 did well. I know I assume it did okay. I know Genesis also was okay. Apparently Genesis did really well. Positive reviews, though that's a kind of the 2D side. It's 2D.
It's a Diablo clone.
Yeah, Diablo clone, which is very interesting because I know Strife, who's the last of the Force Horsemen, which didn't have a game. That's kind of like I would have loved to see like a 3D version of like what his game would have been, but so I kind of feel like they kind of cheat them out. But oh well,
maybe.
I know they also worked on Battle Chasers, which was one of my favorite games.
And they're working on the Saints Row reboot too.
Yep, Saints Row reboot, which I'm interested in. See, I was one of the people that actually liked the first 2 games a lot more than later games because
second one's still my favorite.
Second one's still my favorite. Third, I know people, they do have the the whole meme culture. Like, I mean, I understand that they were trying to break away from the whole Grand Theft Auto clonage and like, I mean, I'm all for it, but I just feel like at one point the message got lost and I wasn't sure what the hell's going on.
They were just going for absurd humor at that point.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure, like I said, I'm actually down for the whole reboot of the like a soft reboot of the series. I'd be totally, especially if it keeps like the whole kind of like gang, like the gang storylines we had in the second one, especially. I'd be totally down for it. But combining, if they can make both of great, if they could probably combine both worlds, or probably not go too super hard on the campy, hype thing. I think they're.
Problem with the trailer is that they're really. Excuse me. It really feels like the humor even in the trailer is like outdated because it's very millennial humor.
Yeah, so. I did feel like that. I did like the helmet though. I like the helmet the guy was riding with.
Yeah.
A lot of people kept saying it feels like Watch Dogs. Like, I guess I can see it.
I mean that technology just exists in general. It doesn't have to be whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I know people are like, it's like Watch Dogs. Guys, like, guys, I don't think it's like that at all. But okay, all right. I don't know how you saw it, but I'm sure you guys were watching with rose-tinted glasses, but I was not.
I'm just excited for it because it looks good. I mean,
yeah, exactly. I'm pretty excited for it. I'm waiting to see more stuff. Again, I'd be super glad that they just keep the kind of the actual, like the actual
storyline.
Yeah, not like again, I can't wait to see it.
Yep. Then there's Marvel's Midnight Suns, which is weird. It's a tactical RPG.
Yeah, I was like, so is it like? I remember seeing that trailer and it's like, are they getting possessed or what's going on here?
Oh, it's the supernatural shit that Doctor Strange deals with. So Midnight Suns, I believe, is a comic book group that deals with like the supernatural shit, and then there's Iron Man who's there for some reason. Mr. Science, Mr. Man who creates time travel and
weapons,
and stuff. Is part of the team that is all about supernatural shit. It's very weird.
But is that TH North also working on that, or what are they? or is that just? I've
Uh,
heard that's also going to be it's made by the same guys at the XCOM series.
no, this is on to the Gamescom
Oh,
stuff
okay, gotcha. All right, cool, cool. I was like making sure.
because
Which
we
list
don't.
are you looking on?
Saints Row is we know is what they're working on, but we don't know what the other
Yeah,
6 announcements are. So I'm moving on
gotcha.
to the
All right,
Gamescom.
cool. Makes sense.
I'm excited because I liked XCOM. I like that type of game. I don't like the
Same here.
percentages because those percentages are bullshit.
God, I don't like making my friends because I keep thinking, God damn, I gotta start this game over. My friend just died.
Nah, that's always the funnest
I
part.
get. It's always the funnest guy. God damn, my friends. Can't. I gotta restart my entire game now because my friend just died. And can't have that happen.
Yeah. So yeah, the Marvel's
Oh.
Midnight Suns is basically XCOM with Marvel heroes, which will be interesting. Apparently, you're playing
Yeah.
as a new hero called the Hunter,
Ye-
which is
Yeah, I
a
believe.
character that the game
New
designers
character.
worked with Marvel to create. So that's interesting.
Okay. All right. I'm sure they'll get their own comic and probably become the greatest character ever. Clearly, right? Like most games. Right?
Sure.
Yes.
So they showed
The
off
next on the
some,
list.
and they showed off some gameplay, which I haven't watched, but I'll watch later. But I'm sure it's
Yeah, I
fine.
haven't seen the gameplay of it. I saw the CGI trailer. I did see Blade, so I'm actually kind of cool to see Blade in there.
Blade,
And I believe
Deadpool.
that I saw Ghost Rider. I don't think that's not the original Ghost Rider. That's I think the third or second Ghost Rider.
It's one of them.
It's,
That's all you
it's
really
one of the
need.
Ghost Riders.
That's all you really need
That's
to know
all.
is that it's one of them.
I know it's not. I know it's not Johnny Blaze. It's the only way. It's like, well, that's not Johnny Blaze. It's Ghost Rider. Had to pull up my comic book knowledge, you know.
Yeah.
No, but
Captain
yeah.
Marvel, Wolverine.
Iron Man. Is that? I'm
for
not sure who's
some
next
reason-
to
for
Iron
s-
Man.
for some
That's
fucking
that's
reason.
not Storm.
I'm watching the trailer. It's like, and then that lady. Hold
That
on.
Black Widow. No, it's not Black Widow.
Let me see. Captain Marvel, Captain America, Iron Man, Wolverine, Deadpool, Ghost Rider, Blade. It's right there. And I don't recognize the rest of them.
Yeah. I don't recognize a lot of the characters besides the typical, you know. Like I don't know who's the two people next to Iron Man and the last shot before, you know, the trailer ends.
Me neither.
Or the person next to Captain America.
Again, very weird choice of teams in this game. It's like,
Yeah, I'm down for like characters that aren't like seen a lot. You know, I'm totally down for that. You know, unfortunately I don't know too much. Unless they're like, do you know this character? They're actually from they're actually from this comic, and it's like, oh, it's that person. Yeah.
yeah.
Also, I also do suggest to also look at the IGN list because apparently the IGN list has some games that's on the rock paper shotgun list that aren't on there because I don't know why. I was trying to find a list forever and like I wasn't sure if IGN had like the actual full list or they're just like, hey, these are all the stuff we were looking at, blah 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 blah. You know. So I was I was like looking for and like for some reason every time I kept typing Gamescom announcements like, we're not gonna share the games we know. Here's the games we thought were cool. And it's like, guys, I'm not looking for your list. I'm looking for actual games that came out.
Yeah. Yeah, some sites do that. It's annoying. Just tell me whatever. So then I'm just gonna go through raw paper and then we'll switch over to IGN to get what we did miss. Call of Duty.
All right.
Yeah, it's Call of Duty.
Yep, just Call of Duty. Is it the one for Russia? I actually have not watched the trailer at all.
It's the Stalingrad trailer, so yeah, it's the Russia one. It's like, yeah, well, it's fine. Whatever.
We going back in time or are we in the future still?
World War II. Yeah, we're back at World War II.
God damn it, we're never gonna leave World War II. We never.
There's so many stories in World War II. What are you talking about? We never have to leave. We never have to leave, John. Never.
I don't want to be World War II, guys. There is other wars that we could have based the games off of.
Yeah, like
guys.
Any other war, but nope.
Any
Anyway,
other war? Come on.
Halo Infinite.
Yep. Halo. I don't know. I'm not a big Halo guy. I imagine you would be since you were Xbox guy, right?
I like its multiplayer. That's about it. It's
really? You didn't play the Halo stories, huh?
I didn't have the original Xbox, so I didn't get until Halo until later on. So Halo 3 is still Halo 3 and Reach and ODST are like my favorite of the 3 games, but 5 was awful.
Yeah. I've only played 3. I know, right? It's like, John, what the fuck? Started with 3. I didn't own the original Xbox. My brother did, but But by the time not Eon in Navion, not that one. My other brother, uh, he owned it. He didn't have I think Halo at the time. He didn't have it, and I didn't play it. My cousin would bring in like games from his stepbrother, so
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we would like play that. But I played 3. I like playing 3. I have Master Chief Collection. I have played what was it? Is it Rise? Is it wait, what's the first what's the one before Halo? It takes place
Reach.
before Halo, but Reach, there we go, Reach. I played the Reach. Have not beat it yet. I'm almost done with it. I was playing with a couple friends, and then we all just kind of fell off the paneling. I don't know what's happening going. I don't know what's going on with it. So I eventually I'll play through all of them. Yeah, eventually. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. Looks interesting. I'm honestly surprised this game hasn't come out yet.
Hmm. What do you mean, Infinite?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a release date,
It was
December
good.
8th.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know it's been delayed. It was gonna be. It was gonna be the. it was gonna be. It was going to be the. It was gonna be the game that was gonna come out. What was it the
Last
was
year,
it
compete with
yeah
Cyberpunk, yeah.
yeah.
And then
And then
they delayed it.
One thing I haven't seen the new trailer yet, but I feel they have not shown us much of this game at all. That's the only thing that makes me kind of worried.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they showed us the gameplay trailer, like, summer of this summer? Was it last summer? I forget.
I think it was last summer or beginning of this or E3. Is it E3 that they showed? No,
I
I
don't
think it was last
remember.
E3 maybe.
I don't
Might have been
remember.
last E3.
But
Yeah, it's been like I said, it's been very inconsistent on what when these trailers came out. I could be completely wrong. I'm sure someone's like, actually, John, it's actually they've shown like 5 trailers, so stop
no,
shitting on.
they've only showed the gameplay trailer the last time, and then I think they just showed the new
Yeah,
gameplay trailer for this. So,
yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, Halo fans, cool. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be buying it when it comes out straight out the gate.
Hey, guess what?
Fortunately.
Multiplayer's free, so
What?
we can play that together.
Yeah, we can. Ha ha ha. When it comes out, I heard multiplayer is not coming out straight out the gate. I believe there's certain modes that are not coming out straight out the gate, which is fine.
Multiplayer is coming out the same day.
Oh,
It's
is it
just
coming out? Is it
it's
coming out
just
same day? Okay.
it's just not
Concur-
Forge and co-op, and I think like one
The
other
co-op
thing.
story on, right? Because
Yeah,
I know
which
that
is
people said, yeah,
fine. I mean,
it's fine.
whatever.
It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I know a lot of people probably play mostly for the multiplayer and the campaign.
Yep.
Um,
So
that'd be totally
and
fine.
the multiplayer
Cool.
again is separate, so we can play that together, so it's fine.
Cool. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, so that's that. December 8th. Look forward to that.
Yeah.
Cult of the Lamb is an
Oh,
interesting.
another thing I remember the Halo Anniversary Xbox X controller is
Oh, yeah.
limited and it's like $100. Like goddamn guys.
Yeah, it's sold out, I think, too, pretty quickly. But yeah, this little indie game called Cult of the Lamb looks really cute. When basically you're a lamb that was about to be killed, and then a demon saves you, and now you have to create a cult in his name to repay him back. And it's
That's adorable.
base building and dungeon crawling. Looks pretty cool.
I like it. I dig it. I dig the concept. I don't know why. I was thinking when I heard the names, like, is it supposed to be based off of the what's his name movie? Hannibal movie? That's what I thought it was.
Had the Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was gonna be.
Probably. It could be like a wordplay based on that.
Oh, so cutesy. I love it.
Yeah, and that's why it's kind of fucked up that it deals with demonic cults and shit. It's funny. Eh, very a game that Devolver would put out for reals.
Oh yeah, definitely Devolvers.
Oh yeah, the Midnight Fight Express. This shit looks great. So I don't know if you.
I know.
I don't know if you
I've
saw
heard-
the
I've-
original trailer. That I think was it Gamescom, or maybe it was Gamescom that it was this year. But it's made by
Actually,
one dude in Poland. Just
Oh yeah, I heard about this. Yeah, I've seen. My friend was telling me about this. He's like super excited for this.
just shut up. I mean, it's literally just it's just a game where people are just fighting, and it looks like mocap fighting too. So it looks really great, and oh god. It's really
Amazing.
fucking, and there's like gun kata, and there's gun kata, which is gun karate. It's
Oh,
basically
yeah,
it's
fucking-
basically
that's
all
so
the
cool.
cool things about like the John Wick fight scenes with more bombastic shit going on.
Probably better than the John Wick game that came out. We don't talk about that.
I mean, that's not even. That's whatever. But yeah, this looks really cool. Very excited for it coming out summer next
Yeah,
year.
very
Which is
interesting.
unfortunate.
December is it coming out next year?
Summer of next year. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Did I just see?
That's kind of crazy. Why
I forgot that a priest just fucking launches a rocket launcher for some no reason.
the guy at the end of the horse mask beating everyone in the elevator?
Yeah, it's a reference to Miami, Hotline Miami, because Devolver Digital is producing it, so they have a bunch of indie games and stuff. Looks fucking great. Can't believe this is made by one dude.
I'm impressed. I am very impressed. But again, this is the first time one dude has made everything like make it look like beautiful. Like Undertale being one. I think Undertale was one dude, right? Just Toby.
Toby programmed everything, but he had work with art and stuff.
Okay. I think is it Dust I'm thinking about? Dust, the Legion Tale?
I think that's also too by like one person who has like people help with like assets and stuff, but it's still like him.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's very amazing what one person can do. If not even with a small team, like I said, that never count. Never doesn't always need a big
years team. And years of work though. You can definitely see it.
Yeah, it's definitely see it. But I'm excited for it. I'm hoping it does really good and this guy gets more stuff in the future.
Yep, becomes like Phasmophobia, where he just makes a shit ton of money on his single game.
Yes.
All right. So TMNT Shredder's Revenge gets new characters. April O'Neil, cool.
Yeah, that's super cool.
And you get to play Splinter 2. Nothing really new there. Looks great. I love the arcade game, so it'd be cool to play that.
I love the sprite work in this game. So
looks
good.
great. Yeah. Then there's Simply Monkey Ball Banana Mania, which has Morgana as a character. There was a bunch of memes that I posted in our separate Discord about like every like gets him pushed down the stairs. He's just trapped in that ball.
I remember besides Morgana, it's also
Kiryu.
Kiryu
for some fucking reason.
Another character I feel like Monster Rancher character got also at DLC. I forget the giant yellow eyeball dude.
So fucking weird. So stupid.
It's fucking weird. It's pretty fucking stupid. But I mean, I was not a big Monkey Ball friend, but I mean, hey man.
They're also apparently changing Monkey Ball to have no lives, so it's less difficult for newcomers.
Cool.
So
cool.
Thank fucking Christ, because being only able to have like 4 lives for like a 20 stage round, it's like fuck that game, man.
I want to play Monkey Ball. I don't think I ever played Monkey Ball. I never was interested in it. Yeah. Fortunately, but it always looked fun to play. You know.
Splitgate Season 0, which is like Halo multiplayer but with portals and stuff, looked really cool. Apparently he was struggling. Oh, because it was had too many people jumping into its servers. But yeah, they started off their Season 0 with a new map, new game mode. Yeah, it's basically just Halo multiplayer with portals that you like. Portals from the game Portal, so that's cool. Very interesting mechanic. Riders Republic, I don't care. It's a bicycle. It's a bike. It's a bike riding game. I don't really care. But
yeah, I'm not a big on these games either.
Got its release date bumped to October 28th. So if you want to check it, there's a open beta that ended. Never mind. There is a Century Age of Ashes. Was
UFL? Is UFL supposed to be like
what?
Well, no. Oh wait, sorry. No, are you still on Century Ashes or UFL?
Yeah, it's a free-to-play dragon flying PvP game. Looks cool. Looks pretty. Don't trust anything that's free to play. Cause
don't trust anything, because you'll be like League of Legends. God, I love League of Legends, but at the same time, I hate you at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch that trailer, that game looks it looks gorgeous, but it's
you know what makes me remind me of now? Like looking at Dragons, that game that we never got for Platinum Games. You know what I'm talking about?
It's not Starbound.
Scalebound.
Scalebound, yeah. Yep.
God, I would have with my Nero reject. What?
I mean,
Hero.
it's basically Devil May Cry with dragon mechanics. That's basically
Yeah,
what they described
I
it
would have
as.
fucking loved that game. I'm sad. I really hope somehow, some way that game comes back. But
Microsoft owns the rights to it, so.
yeah, hopefully one day. I'm honestly surprised they didn't like. They really didn't like. Hey, let's make. Let's go. But no, apparently not.
I don't know.
Goddamn.
So there's this game UFL gets announced.
It seems like a manager simulator. I think I'm assuming.
It's free to play and also fair to play online football simulator. Oh fuck, I don't give a shit. All right,
Right.
it's football / soccer. It's a
Cool.
it's a simulation game for that. I don't.
Gotcha. All right, that's what I was looking at too. It's like okay, it looks like a simulator game.
Uh,
All right.
Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga got a new trailer.
Cool.
It's coming out in spring of 2022.
Not a big Lego guy, but more power. More power to you.
This game got announced like 2-3 years ago and it still hasn't come out. It's crazy.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Because when was it like E3?
Yeah, because like it was either before or after the last movie came out, and they're like, "Hey, get the entire Skywalker saga," because I think the Episode 9 game had just come out, and they're like, "Oh, we get the entire like package," but it's like it's been like 2-3 years, whatever. Synced Off Planet story trailer.
That's pretty cool.
Let me watch the trailer. Is a post-apocalyptic future where robots have turned on humans. Nanobots, which seems even worse. It's a PvPvE game where you'll fight together against enemy teams and synchronize.
Oh damn it! I didn't know about that.
Synchronize with nano companion classes deploying combat.
Damn, I thought it would be like a PV. It looked pretty cool for PV.
Is it basically just? I mean, it looks pretty.
Outlast Trial. Fucking Outlast Trials. Oh shit, this game looks fucking spooky.
Oh, is there a new Outlast game? I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Looks like Outlast Trials. Co-op survival
It's
horror.
a co-op game.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna look at some gameplay.
I wonder if it's trying to capitalize on the Phasmophobia hype. It's been going on. I wouldn't be surprised.
Age restricted. How the fuck did this get age restricted?
Yeah, just look. I had to Google it real quick.
There's no
YouTube brought me.
There's no naked dude with their dicks out. How is this age restricted?
There's no naked dude with their dicks out.
I mean, that's basically why like.
That basically why why you can't play Outlast on stream? Is that why?
I mean, you have to do censoring. You can't look at it. I mean, there's a guy who cuts a couple people's dicks off, if I remember correctly, and eats them.
God damn, I have to play that game in October now. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to play 1 and 2 as well.
I know. I told Carlos, one of my viewers, like, yeah, play it. It's like, I got it for you. Why did I do this? Why did I agree to this?
This looks weird because Outlast is all about like I don't know. It's about atmosphere and not really so much about fighting back. That's the thing about like the first 2 games is like you can't fight back against these psychopaths because they're extremely dangerous and that's why you have to run. But I don't know.
This is gonna be similar to Dead by Daylight, where you just gotta find an escape, maybe.
Well, it looks like that's basically what you're doing is that you're escaping with your teammates and stuff. But again, I don't know. I mean, it looks cool. I'll definitely keep my ear out for it. It's coming out next year. Dokev?
God, it seems fucking weird.
It's the people behind Black Desert, which is just
why these kids look fucking terrifying?
What is it about? It takes place in a world where humans and creatures called Dokebi live alongside each other. Appears to be a creature collecting and action battler at its core. Has skating and gliding and mini cars and boats to get around. Oh, because it's that weird. Oh, they're all Lalafels. That's what. They're all just fucking gremlins.
Their eyes are pretty good.
They're all gremlin looking.
the faces are freaking me out, man. Oh man, it's like some sort of uncanny valley look to the.
It's because the game looks realistic, but then they have like Pixar eyes and stuff. Jesus Christ, that fucking land, the mountains and shit in the background. Holy Christ.
This is jarring as fuck.
I mean, I will say Black Desert does have some pretty fucking pretty sights and stuff.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh,
but
definitely.
That game is a fucking scam.
Oh, but yeah, I've heard. My friend, like I said, it sounds great on paper, but boy, does it like.
They shut down the server in like Russia, and I think people got upset.
Why? Why would they do that?
Because people lost a shit ton of money and all their accounts and stuff that they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in.
No, I meant why did they shut down the server? That's what I meant.
I think there's a lot of people were using hacks and stuff to the point where it was just they had to shut it down or something. Gotcha. Yeah, something I forget.
Damn. Yeah.
This looks.
Everything.
This looks like it's like Pokemon crossed with Kingdom Hearts, with like its combat. It look kind of like. Slash Black Desert. But.
I really hope they fix those eyes though. Oh God. Oh.
Is this a single player though? Is there? It looks like there's a bunch of different characters and stuff. So I wonder if there's character customization.
Maybe.
I would assume there is since it's Black Desert people, but skates and stuff.
Possible. Oh boy.
Yeah. Why is it all just kids? I don't think I've seen a single adult in this entire trailer. What the fuck is going on?
It's a drug trip. That's what's going on. Shane, a real weird drug trip.
Why is this kid turning into a Sentai hero? Or a partial Sentai hero? This shit is weird. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll keep my eye on it. Dokev, no release date. Sure. You know, getting a release date. Release date. Panda.
No release date.
Yeah. There's no release date with this. Nope. No release date. All right. I don't trust that until I get a release date. So. All right. Looks cool. Jurassic World Evolution 2 Park Simulator for Jurassic Park. Who cares? I don't. Do you care?
Yeah, not really. I was interested in the first game, but I've just kind of, I don't know. It seems cool on paper, like you get to make a zoo for dinosaurs. You know, like how Roller Coaster Tycoon and all those other past building games. But I don't know. I've been interested in those games, but never been like super attached to them. If that makes any sense.
I understand. Yeah. Far Cry 6 got a new trailer coming out on October 7th. I watched the first couple and I get it. He's evil. He's an evil dictator. I don't need to see any more. Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt early access.
I'm still upset that we don't have Vampire the Masquerade 2, and we probably might not ever get it because the original
next year, hopefully, if they get their shit together.
Yeah, I know. It's been like it's been a clown car in that. Been going on with that game? Hopefully. Massive clown car.
But there's early access for the Battle Royale that's coming out in a couple days.
Oh boy.
Vampire Masquerade Battle Royale. Whatever.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not a big Battle Royale guy. I guess it's fun to play with friends, definitely, but yeah, I've like definitely not so.
Definitely, if you feel like you're shit at video games, play Fortnite and win a couple rounds, you'll feel way better about killing kids and ruining their day.
What the fuck?
Another park simulator, Park Beyond. I don't really care.
I know, man. Is it like a roller coaster? It's just like the guy that made the Tropico games. That's interesting. Tropico games.
So it looks like.
Cool.
Okay, looks like it's just cinematic. Can I see? I can't tell. It looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it's just a park sim. So there's like rides you can build and stuff. So whatever.
That's cool. I mean, cool for people that want it. Unfortunately, again, not a. I want to get into it, but I'm not sure if this will be the game that'll, grab me.
I would just do like old school.
That or what's that game that came out?
Roller Coaster Tycoon. Describe it.
I forgot what the park. It's on Steam. I can't remember the name of it. I always forget it. It's been on my list forever, and I can't remember the name of it right
now. Jet the Far Shore has a
Planet Coaster. There we go.
Planet Coaster. I mean, that's fine. I've heard okay things about that one.
Yeah, I've heard DLC has been kind of ridiculous. That's the only thing that's wrong with that game.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the very few things wrong with the game.
Jet
So
the
what you gotta
Far
say.
Shore gets a release date of October 5th.
I've looked at it. I'm kind of confused. Is it like just a flying sim?
No, it's a exploration game where
Okay, all right.
you're basically resettling a group of humans on a planet, and you're basically a scout that goes around the planet uh, investigating certain stuff to find out more about the planet that you're on and to see if it's habitable and the mysteries of the planet, and that's basically it. That's all. It's an space exploration with
Cool.
first-person segments, I guess. Yeah, looks really cool. Looked really pretty. I think it's being made by like a team of 4 people, and they've been working on this for like the last like 6 years.
Damn. Well, more power to them. I'll definitely keep an eye, especially like you said, always down for supporting small teams, especially.
Yep. Always love space exploration too. It's always good.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Space exploration. Guys, speaking about space exploration, I know it's on the docket, but No Man's Sky is still, man.
5 years. 5
years.
fucking years, and they just released
Man.
another update where there's actual like outposts and stuff now, which is nuts.
Yeah.
Which makes me want to start playing the game, but I want to play it with friends and stuff.
I'd be down to play it. I'd be down. I'm just waiting for a decent sale. I'm not all for. I mean, right now it's for $30 right now, but.
I have it on console. That's the thing. I'd have to buy it on PC if we did that too.
I have it on I have also an on console. I've heard it's going. Is it going console?
Cross-platform? I don't know.
I thought I kept hearing about that, but I guess I could be wrong.
We could look it up.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I'm really proud of these guys for finally stepping up their game. You know,
hey, they put their head down, and I mean, even though the hype shit wasn't really their fault, it was Sony basically telling them, "Hey, you need to get this game out by this day." And you know, the what's his name, the head of the studio, wasn't used to being out in public and talking about games, so it's not his fault either. He's coming in to apologize for that.
But now look at it. Look at them now. Look at them.
5 years, all free
Sean Murray.
Sean Murray coming out with, and his team coming out with 5 major or like 14 major expansions, all for free. It's nuts.
Insane. That's I mean. I gotta be it's hopefully an example for other future devs. Like, you don't have to always put it as DLC, guys.
Yep. All right. Talking about DLC, let's talk about Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh boy, I actually did. I played Horizon Zero Dawn. Loved it. I think I told you before. Like I didn't finish it or I didn't get too far in the game because I would get random headaches playing the game because I don't know what it is. Maybe because Aloy is so small compared to everything else in the fucking world. Oh god, it's like I guess my brain. Also, it also came out at the same time, around the same time. Nier Automata came out, which is why I was like battling between playing that or that, and it's like fuck, man. But
yeah.
I
also got in and bought the game and still have it, and only got a couple hours in.
Still a fun game, really good game, but like I said, it's definitely an investment, definitely a long investment game.
Yeah. So they announced that it's coming out in February. It's PS4, PS5. So then there was like, oh, okay. So if I buy the PS4 version, I get the PS5 version for free, right? No. What are you thinking? You stupid? Are you stupid that you think you would get your PS4 game upgraded to the PS5 for free? What? No. If you buy the PS4 game originally, before they changed their mind, you would only have access to the PS4 version of the game, even if on PS5. If you wanted to upgrade, you would have to pay a $10 fee to upgrade to the PS5 version, which would include with all the cool PS5 stuff. Or if you didn't want to, you could buy the collector's edition, which comes with both the PS4 and PS5 for $80.
Oh boy, I know they just changed it like recently, right? They just recently
yesterday,
changed it.
I believe.
Yeah, yesterday, and now they're like, I think they also made announcements like coming forward.
No more. No, yeah, like after this game, Sony exclusives. There are no more free PS4. Even though the CEO said, "Oh, all PS4 to PS5 games will be free."
That's a pretty shitty thing. Like,
yeah.
Come on, guys.
It's like because
Um,
they have the share of the market. That's why they're being greedy.
Greedy fucks. Come on now. Like I said, I love what I played from Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, I'm
And
assuming it
and
can't
then
be. It's not really the developer. I like to hope it's not the
it's
developer's
not the
fault.
developer's fault at all.
Yeah.
It's always the publisher, especially if they're a first
Fucking
party.
Sony.
Yeah.
Fucking Sony.
Game
God
looks
damn it.
pretty. I have no idea what the context for any of this is and whatnot. So
Yeah. I mean, kind of cool. I mean, Aloyd's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, what I remember playing. I'm not sure what's going on in this one actually. I haven't beat the first one, so I imagine. And I haven't played the DLC of the last game, so.
Yep. So I guess
also
we'll have to. We won't be playing this game anytime soon.
Yeah, unfortunately, we'll be playing this time soon. Horizon's fortunately in the very. It's not super high in the totem pole of my backlog.
Yeah, same here.
Like I said, I'm down. Like I'm down. I mean, I'm all down for, especially like I said, you know, especially more Horizon Zero Dawn. But you know, it's gonna be a while for me.
Yeah. New World has another set of open beta dates. This game is either not going to exist in the next 6 months, or is probably not going to be nearly as good as people assume. That's why why everybody should just play Final Fantasy 14. It's free trial. I mean, Amazon coming out with an MMO this late into the game, it's like, what?
It's good just so we can, like, you know, maybe they'll, like, you know, hey, you know, I hope it does, you know, something a little bit different.
People were upset with the open beta, like they were not happy with the game was, like, prior to this one. So, and that's why they after the open beta they said they were gonna work in, they got delayed the game. So there's another open beta for it from the 9th to the 12th of this month, and it's launching on the 28th of September. So again, I don't know. MMOs launches are always way worse and way more unpredictable than they are with like single player multiplayer games.
Yeah, I can imagine that being the case. Probably why the original 14 was such a hard game to, you know, market, and then the LCP took it over and made it amazing. And now you can play it up to Heavensward for free.
Yeah,
come on. And I'm sure once the next DLC, and I'm sure if you want to wait, I'm sure they'll make it up to free as Stormblood at one point. I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly.
I would not be surprised if Stormblood didn't get added to the free trial like a year or two from now.
Yeah, because usually whenever they bring when I've seen from the other expansion, whenever it happens, they'll usually, if you're gonna buy like the new one, like, hey, if you haven't bought the previous one, we'll bundle it all together for you for a decent price. It's like, cool, guys. Thank you. But yeah, I do recommend playing it. It's really good. Probably the best MMO, if not the longest MMO I've been with, like, forever.
Yep. Better than World of Warcraft, that's for fucking sure.
Yeah, definitely. Fucking World of Warcraft. Like I said, I played World of Warcraft growing up, even and before everything happened, what happened recently. The thing. Like I said, I had fun playing that back then, but 14 has definitely held my attention the longest, and I've been with the game since Heaven's Sword, so, you know. I gotta go get those classes up. Because I'm halfway there.
You don't have to. You can just take your time. It's, you know, be a lot easier. It'll be a lot easier to get them all to 90, but you know.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, no, I'm just trying to do it just so I can also get the mount that you get when you get all the classes up to 80.
Nah, fair enough.
Then also because I also want to make it easier for myself for when I get to when I get to, hey, I can just get a level up to 90 now. Oh, thank God. Yeah.
It doesn't take like 30 fucking hours to get one class up.
Yeah, I know. That's the real reason why.
Jumanji: The Curse Returns is a digital board game based on the movie.
That's cool.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's very cool. It looks like it.
Okay, never mind then. God.
Did you watch it? I mean,
I saw a little bit of it. It doesn't look like graphic wise.
It looks like a mobile game.
It does. Is it not a mobile game?
No, it's
not an it's not a mobile game. Oh God, I would have been like, it's decent for a mobile cooking game. It's like, no, it's not.
For Steam and Switch, so it's.
I'm hoping, you know, I've never been the super big Jumanji. I mean, I love the original movie. I wouldn't say love. I like the first movie. I haven't saw the new ones.
The original movie is fantastic. The first of the remake. The reboot, I guess, would be the continue, because it does.
Yeah, it's a soft. It's like a soft reboot.
Yeah, because it continues basically the story of the box. Is great.
Yeah,
it's really good. Haven't seen the second one, so I can't say much about that. But it's
Okay.
it's good.
Yeah, I know they're trying to market, like trying to fucking market. You know, get more stuff. Blah 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 blah.
Mm. Um, this next announcement is weird.
Yeah.
Dead Mouse
I don't
the
know.
game. It's just his.
Yeah.
It's just his concert venue. What the fuck?
I know. I was like, I'm the same as you, Shane. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I'm watching the trailer now. It's
Whoa,
still a
whoa,
little
whoa,
bit.
whoa, 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 whoa. In the trailer, it just shows some dude, and that's Dead Mouse under the fucking helmet. What the fuck? My concept of reality is just
It's gone.
it's just gone. I mean, this just looks like
Really weird.
yeah. It's a persistent fan hub and concert space that's made inside of a custom game sharing platform core. Oh, I mean, I don't give a shit. It's just whatever. It's just more advertising for him. Who cares?
Yeah.
Fall Guys doing
Fall
a
Guy.
Jungle Book crossover with Disney. Holy shit! Congratulations to them and getting that Disney money.
I know, right? Good job, Fall Guys. It's a fun game to play with friends. I've always had to play. I don't think I can play it for a very long period of time, but always very fun time to play. I know one of my viewers is very obsessed with it.
Yeah, it's
I
fun.
know Carlos. Carlos, why are you obsessed with it? Anyway, joking. But yeah, it's a fun game to play with friends and by yourself sometimes.
I get really mad sometimes at that game because it's bullshit.
I wouldn't say get mad. I know I scream no. I'm upset, but I'm
No,
not,
but like no, get really angry, like actual
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah, I know. I've seen you pretty upset about this game. Like, goddamn.
Latency,
but
man.
yeah.
It's just the latency. Just fix the latency. That's all you have to do, and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But no,
I never take this game too seriously.
That dude that's
probably
like
why-
5 feet behind me just suddenly has my tail because.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I can't take this game too seriously. That's because of the way it looks. That's also probably why.
Yeah.
But I'm sure a lot of people have more fun watching my reactions of anything. At least I hope so. I mean, fucking. What is going on in this other game that?
I skipped the dead house the mouse man. I'm watching
Not that one.
oh
No, I meant the other.
the replaced. I'm watching
Yeah.
it right now.
That's pretty cool though. Not gonna say. Not gonna lie. That art. That pixel art. That pixel art. SC shade.
I think it's pixel art with 3D environments, which some games have been doing recently and looks really good. And
I have no idea what's going on there, but
it looks like is it trying to be Body Snatchers or something? I can't like it doesn't.
it could possibly be it. I guess it would make sense to replace and all that.
There's no indications on the trailer, so I'm just yeah, looks cool. Age of Empires 4.
I love the original. I love the previous Age of Empires. I know my friend's been kind of like super critical about this one, which I understand. We're both pretty big Age of Empire fans. I know this one, it's like little things like cannons. No one's pushing the cannons. Like some of the graphics look a little bit kind of look like they're half baked. So I'm down. I'm excited for when it does come out. I'm hoping they finish and clean up everything, because I know I don't know. I have a very weird thing where certain strategy games I fucking fall in love with. Age of Empires being one of them. Supposed to be a lot of fun when you're playing with your friend. A lot of fun when you're playing with a friend. You're both like working together to stop the fucking opposing armies.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely recommend 3 and 2 especially. 1 is a little dated, so I don't know about that one. Even with the remaster of the first one, it's 3 remaster though, a lot better, a lot more, definitely a lot more easier to get into the game.
Yeah, I've always liked Civilization a little bit more, but I'm not a big Civ RTS kind of guy. But I think the only game I really focused on back in the day was StarCraft, and that's dead and gone for me at least. So yeah, cool, good. It's coming out sometime soon, I assume.
So, I believe sometime in October, if not November.
Yeah,
It's supposed to come out sometime soon.
Valheim is getting another update, the Hearth and Home update, which is coming out on the 16th of September.
Yeah, I'm so happy for these guys.
Yeah, good for them. We have not touched that game since we last played it.
Yeah, we have not. I played it recently with a couple friends off stream. because we're like, hey, let's go, let's go play some. It's like, all right, sure. And I've been having fun. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to play too much because of scheduling, but you know.
Any drastic changes that they've made?
A lot of like armor sets. I think another armor sets. Bigger boats. You know, so you make upgrades. I think it's just upgrade stuff. I fortunately not be the best person to I guess say because I haven't played too I haven't played and see the newer stuff. I know there's a trader, but I think he was always in the game for at least a while. Hordor. Basically Hodor. His name just spelled differently.
I'm excited. I don't know what they mean by they're overhauling the food system, but
Probably because the food system was before it's okay, not the greatest. I know like your character your food like it used to be like a health and give you a buff slightly. Remember?
it just gave you a full health bar basically.
Yeah, basically. So I'm guessing they're trying to adjust things. Hopefully they made it for the better, not for the worse. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, that movie. Never gonna go back to it one day.
The one thing that I would say is the health should start at 100. The buff should upgrade you to 200. That's the only thing I would say I didn't really like about that. And I feel like because it's trying to go for that Oblivion skill system, like eating food should just naturally upgrade your health bar over time in general. But
that'd be cool. Definitely a lot of stuff they could improve upon. I know, I think ores apparently you still can't go through portals with them. You have to physically grab that ore, take that ore with you, and get say if you're on another continent and you can build. You apparently can't go through portals with all ore. I'm not sure why exactly that is a thing. I'm sure they explained it to us, but it's not a really good explanation, or at least it seems kind of half baked. I guess for more reason for you to travel in the world, but that's just me. But I mean, if you don't need to carry ore, then just go to the portal with no ore.
This is honestly an impressively animated cutscene trailer, though.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's for a game that's still in early access.
Oh yeah.
All right, so yeah, good for them. Genshin Impact Alloy trailer. Hey, guess Alloy is coming to Genshin Impact for some reason.
Yep, she's coming to Genshin Impact. I don't think she's voiced by Ashley Birch in this trailer. Maybe I'm gonna be wrong.
I don't know. When don't play.
It doesn't sound.
Haven't played a single second of Genshin Impact, so wouldn't know.
I know. I gotta get rid of all your Call of Duty and your porn. So you can play Genshin.
I just need to install it on the other hard drive. That's literally all I would have to do. Sifu.
I've been on and off. I know this is the game a lot of people have been excited for, the action brawler.
Yeah, I think me and Charles were most excited about this when this game first got announced because it looks.
Yeah, I've been interested in it. I'm sure not as excited as you guys are. And I know another friend of mine is also super hyped for it. So
It's kung fu, and when he ages, he gets stronger and faster. I don't know why he ages and why he comes back, but I guess it's like a weird roguelike mixture. I don't know. Looks cool. Video won't play. Death Stranding Director's Cut. New content. Don't want to look at it. I'll find out eventually what it is. Don't know why they.
Yeah, I still haven't played. I haven't finished the original game, so
might as well just wait for this version.
Probably might. Fortunately, I have to get a PS5 just to play this version.
Yep. On to the IGN article. 15 minutes of Elden Ring, which is kind of neat.
Cool. I'm interested, but again, I also suck at Dark Souls games, so I love playing them. But at the same time, the only one I have played is Bloodborne and Sekiro. I have not gone far in both. Actually, Bloodborne I've gotten a lot farther in than Sekiro.
Yeah, I'm excited for this because I like Dark Souls and I like what George R. R. Martin does with his writing in the one episode of Game of Thrones that I've watched. Yeah, not much to say. I'm really excited for it.
Looks good.
Looks good.
So
skip Marvel, skip Saints Row,
Harem,
Call of Duty,
Deathloop.
Deathloop's
I've been excited for this game.
Yeah. If only I had a PS5. Oh well, PC I can do. Looks cool. it's always been cool. I'm not gonna watch the trailer just because I've been sold on it since like the second trailer. Uh,
We also apparently got Forza. You know, your favorite game, Shane. Your favorite car game. Don't you love Forza?
so Metroid Dread is coming out in October of 8th, and yeah, it looks good. Until the Forza people make Fable, I don't care about that game at all, or that studio. So
God damn it. I fucking love you, Shane.
there's also a game called Giants Uprising. What the fuck is this?
Giants Uprising. What is this? Actually, I didn't see this one.
You are a giant who has been newly freed from enslavement at the hands of humans, and your goal is to get revenge on those who wronged you. There's a demo on Steam, and the game will enter early access on the 2nd of November. What's this? What is this?
Oh yeah, Metro. I want to say Metro Dread. Like I said before, I think when we brought it up, I've only played Prime, so this is actually I am pretty interested in Metro Dread. It looks really cool. It's very hoping it does well. So we get more Metroid games. We fucking need to.
Specifically Metroidvania games, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dying Light 2.
Hold on, I know this is like a cutscene, but Jesus fucking Christ, this trailer is gorgeous. But is there gameplay? 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 Is there gameplay?
I don't think there is.
There's no gameplay.
I think.
Well, it looks pretty.
It's a cinematic trailer. Looks pretty.
Dying Light 2 gets a trailer.
I'm excited for this. I've been excited for this for fucking ever.
Yep. Platinum Edition for the first game is heading over to the Switch. So that's cool. I don't think I've beaten the first game, and I still have like the complete edition from like 3 years ago. So
I played the first and the DLC with my friend. Loved playing it.
I remember having fun with it because it gets really tense when it night.
Oh yeah.
I definitely would like to play that game with friends, though. That's for sure.
Definitely recommend playing with a friend or two. It's definitely a lot more fun than playing by yourself.
Mm-hmm. Less scary, I would assume.
Less scary. Yeah, less scary. Actually,
no,
debatable.
Maybe
I got pretty scared. I got still pretty scared at certain moments in the original game. Especially there's like I said, there's a lot of big moments in the original game that
yeah.
I probably would have been more terrified, but I'm also a little bitch boy, so you know.
Yeah. Xbox Cloud Gaming is coming to the new next-gen consoles and Xbox One in this holiday. Good for.
Is that a good thing?
It's the streaming. So you can stream games instead of downloading them.
Oh, really? That's interesting. I figured they did that a long time ago.
Yep. Apparently, it's the best. It's so far besides Stadia. This is like the best cloud streaming service. You can do it on your phone and shit. That's weird. I don't know. There's Teenage Mutant Turtles, Nickelodeon Smash. They're adding April O'Neil and Cat Dog. Hold on, I want to see how Cat Dog fights. Hold on, confirmation. How do they fight? Hold on, get out of here, April. I don't need your giant titties out in my face. Come on, where's Cat Dog? There they are. Oh, okay. There's like 2 seconds, 3, 2, 3, 4. It's only a couple seconds.
God, that sentence. I hope it does well enough so we can have more stupid shit like this.
There's only like 4 seconds of Cat Dog. This is very upsetting. Yeah, I hope that the game does really well. I'm really hoping.
Ghost Runner is getting re-released. I think on the new console with a couple new modes like Way Mode and Assist Mode. I've seen Doggy play it and looks really cool.
Yeah, parkour. Parkour. Solstice break down the first exclusive gameplay. Hack and slash adventure game featuring a superhuman or ghost sister. I ain't gonna say either.
This is one of the games that looks pretty interesting too. It looks super cool. Kind of reminds me of Dark Souls kind of type of vibe, or Death's Gambit, a kind of vibe.
Kind of. I was gonna hold on. Let me see.
Or Nier. I guess a Nier would also be a similar vibe.
Or
let's get a big sword.
What's the cop game that Platinum did? Fuck.
Wait,
where it's it's like basically stands that you own the souls of. You're a cop. It's anime as
I don't
fuck.
remember.
I can't remember either. It's a hack and slash. Looks cool. Do we have a release date or no? Just a break.
I don't think so. Unless they sent the trailer, I don't think they did. That was really cool though.
Yeah. Blasphemous is getting a sequel in 2023, and it's getting a new DLC. It's another.
2023, Jesus Christ, that's fucking.
It's pixel art, so yeah.
That's so long, but yeah, the 2023 though. Why is it like, you know what I mean? Like, the fuck, guys. Oh man, it's kind of funny.
Hand-drawn pixel art. That's why.
Damn though.
So yeah, good for them.
Cool.
Small Soldiers inspired shooter Hypercharge unboxed to get a campaign. I don't care.
Yeah, it looks okay. All right. Severed Seal looks. Actually, I've not seen anything of this game. I didn't think so.
How old am I? I'm 28, good sir. What the fuck do I need to enter my age for a 38-second trailer? Oh yeah, just
Yeah, it can't be too scary. It's too scary for you. Don't worry.
I get. Oh wow, there's some weird physics going on that you can do in this game. Looks like
Reminds me of Super Hot's physics, kind of.
a little bit, yeah. It looks like you can like jump upside down and stuff. And do flips. Yeah, what the hell is going on? It looks cool. Don't know why I had to enter my age into IGN to whatever. Cool.
Waylanders.
Celtic myth inspired RPG. What? What is this? Give me 28, good sir. What the?
Also, just environment stuff. I don't see too much. It's a 40-hour adventure. Apparently, they promised.
Coming out on the 16th, and it was in early access last year. Oh, I don't know that. All right, looks pretty. Yeah, that's a day-night cycle. Yeah.
Dreams. Yeah, looks really pretty. Looks.
Cut comp.
Fortunately, nothing much except
just scenery and environments. It's fine. Whatever. I'll look into it.
Yeah, but keep an eye.
Looks cool.
Shows more. Like, so, yeah, it looks really pretty.
The Waylanders.
Yeah.
Dream Cycle, Lara Croft's creator's new game features over 10,000 different levels. What? The creator of Tomb Raider's Lara Croft is leading the charge on a new game called Dream Cycle. It's described as a psychedelic adventure where players can slash, shoot, and loot their way through over 10,000 very mysterious and crazy worlds. That sounds like shit. That sounds like bullshit. There's no way that there's 10,000 levels that are all customized and mysterious. It's probably randomly generated. I mean, good for him. Good for him for making a new game, but okay.
Well, man, yeah, that seems to be it after that.
Oh, it looks like it's like a Dishonored or stealth kind of game. Weird. All right.
It does look really good, interesting. I'm interested.
I like games with stealth, like this, like
I
Skyrim.
like me some stealth, even though I suck at it.
Like I like.
I'm surprised I got the good.
I like Skyrim, like combat and stuff. It's fine, especially if I can just kill everybody from a. Oh yeah, there's powers and shit. Oh, there's a third-person thing. Oh, okay, well, that's fine. I can't even. What is the? She looks like an assassin. What the fuck? There's demons and shit. What the hell? Wait, why is it? Is that always the art style? Wait. Whatever. It looks fine. It's cool. Anything else on this list? It's a bunch of.
Yeah, just another I think announcements that IGN had made, but I think that's about it.
All the major announcements. All right. Well, that's all the news, I guess.
Yep.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about before? Oh, Toto, hello. Welcome back from San Antonio. Hope you're.
Welcome back, Toto.
Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about before we head off for the day?
I think that's about it. I am hungry.
Were you not eating? Were you not eating like me?
I wasn't eating like you. Fortunately I was like I know whenever I eat I'm gonna chew very loudly and
just chew
just
away
eat.
from your mic. Like I was.
Very just. God, no. I also would be too focused on food. I'd be like, yeah,
All right. And
I wouldn't be able to hide it if it was like, if it was multiple of us, I'd be doing it. But then it's like, at least then people like, hey, John, why are you talking much? That's because I'm eating. It's because I'm eating all my food.
Gotcha.
Anyways. But I
Okay.
also got to also pick up my friend in a half an hour. So
Okay.
yeah.
I will let you go then. Thank you so much as
Alrighty.
always for joining the podcast, and I
No
hope you
problem, man.
have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I will talk to you soon.
See ya. I'll probably stream later. Maybe we'll see. I'm not too sure. We'll see how late this goes.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, good
See
luck.
you later.
Bye.
Thanks. Peace.
All right. We're switching over to this. Pokegirl, yeah, I'm looking at people to raid, and let's see. Who do you have somebody in mind in particular? Lancer has a good amount of people already. Lancer's on. Yeah, why not? Let's go Lancers. It's Dark Lancer 81, right? Dark Lancer 81. Slash raid Dark Lancer 81. Alright. So before we start the raid, I just want to say thank you everybody for so much for coming to hang out. Toto, sorry for not seeing your message that you came back. I hope San Antonio and the con was fun. I hope you, Charles, and Strife all had a lot of fun days. Hope we can talk about that in the stream when you come back, because we're about to head off. The schedule for this week is I'm probably going to take tomorrow off because it is Labor Day. I'll be back with No More Heroes on Tuesday, off Wednesday, Thursday. I'm going to be doing a collab with my friend Jingle Riot, playing some Phasmophobia on Friday, and then Saturday. Wait, hold on. Depending on if wait, hold on. Friday, depending on what time. I might just do the collab with Riot, Jingle, Rena, because I might have a thing on Friday. So after that, depending on how I'm feeling, because depending on what it is, if it's an IRL or online thing, I might be tired. But if not, I'll come and do a late night stream. Saturday, either No More Heroes or we'll figure out another game on my backlog that I have to do. And then Sunday I'm off, and then yeah, that's the week. So No More Heroes is basically on the schedule until I figure out what another game. Saturday will probably be Life is Strange, probably. So we'll do that on Saturday. So yeah. All right, we're rating now. We're gonna go. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Please take care of yourselves. Be safe. I'll see you soon. Have a wonderful rest of your holiday. Bye.